Welcome to another episode of Dice Revolution, the 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons stream. Back to you after a long and tedious month of God knows what. But here we are, back again, playing Dungeons & Dragons, making people shit themselves. But you know what doesn't make you shit yourself? The Adelaide Uni Games Club. Jordan.
So, Debatable. The Adelaide Uni Games Club is known for its not shitting itself.
That's still up.
Did you like my segue?
We are, yeah, it's great. We are affiliated with them. We should also mention we're in a different room today, and because of the different room, there's a slightly different setup, so if there's any technical difficulties, please bear with us.
Jordan, we've been in this room the whole time.
A normal thing with stream.
But anyway, we are affiliated with the Adelaide Games Club, which is a board game club here at the University of Adelaide. If you love tabletop games, then it's the perfect place to come. We get together at the Hartley building on Wednesdays, Fridays, and sometimes Sundays. So if you enjoy board games, come on down to the Hartley building at the University of Adelaide. It's not the building we're currently in. Normally we are in the Hartley building, but it is on the University of Adelaide campus. So come on down and join us for some board games. If you want to know a board game that you could potentially try, then at the end of the stream, Hamish will be giving you a recommendation of one of his favorite board games. So stay tuned for that. But until then,
she tried out Talisman.
Yes, I did play Talisman. It was a really fun game. If you have a lot of people, it's really fun to play with. I played a session with Devin and Hamish, and they seemed to enjoy it as well. Donald is a shit character. But it is really fun. Do check it out. It is really fun.
Yeah.
Yes, it was the Kingdom Hearts one.
Of course.
Yes.
Anywho. What else would it be?
Let's jump in with a recap, just as much for the viewers as for myself. Before that, though, as a reminder for the people who might be joining us for the first time or coming back after the month that we've been away, Alex here plays a Tabaxi monk. Romy plays a Air Genasi artificer.
I'm a tiefling paladin.
I am a half-elf warlock.
I am a human ranger.
Why is that hard?
I'm just your resident psychologist.
But actually, would you like to recap what you actually are?
But really?
What you are via 5e terms.
Are you doubting his stuff?
Psychologist?
I'm a tiefling druid.
And I am a warforged cleric.
No worries. And I'm the DM. Boom! Plot twist.
You fools, I've been the DM this entire time.
Look at me, I'm the DM. Let's jump in with a recap, shall we?
Woo!
So, the last session starts off with the party on the bullet train feeling a little panicked as one of Luft's eyes begins to disappear. Upon a casting of protection from good and evil, some of the effects of this nefarious magic seem to be abated, though Luft's eye does return with a slight quirk of flittering between her regular yellow eyes and this more reptilian light green eye. Every time she blinks, it swaps between the two.
It's kind of
the party then hops off the Shinkansen at their intended destination of Eris, the capital city of Zorana, where they are in search of missing children, one of which includes the child Rusa, who is the daughter of the leader of the Sky City. As this ensues, you guys find yourself looking for a family known as the Eclach, a warehouse that they might own. You head into the city asking for directions to the Eclach estate, and are given promptly directions to that, hindered by some guards that protect the richer elite of the city. Some deception and trickery ensues, and you manage to pass on a message to the Eclach estate. And you are allowed in, though are met by the butler, who seems to be assuming that you guys know where the Eclachs are, as they have been missing for about 5 weeks now. Well, not missing, but just away, and hoping that maybe you were some sort of business associate or some such. This butler, Natrid, is hesitant to trust you at first, but through some comfort given and some just general human decency, you gain the trust of this individual somewhat and are allowed entry into the house. upon which you ask under false aliases to explore the estate, to which Nitride seems hesitant, as he is supposed to be keeping close watch of the house. Tyron, being the resourceful planner of the group, uses some previously bought laxatives to distract the butler.
Man with the plan.
And yes, the butler fails his save against the laxatives and promptly goes
And
to the
shits
toilet.
himself.
Yeah, save against being affected by laxatives.
But yeah, you find yourselves exploring the house. I believe Luft and Tywin took to the 4th floor. Calathil and Train took to the 3rd floor. Tarina and Nemu took to the 2nd, and we find Marley and Solomon starting their foray of the, I think it was 25 minutes allocated that I had previously rolled. So, for more immersion's sake, you guys, as you guys start to learn, excuse me, I just need to go use the restroom. Pardon me, I will be right back. Just please have a seat. Yeah, I will do that. And so everyone disperses. You guys are left on the. Sorry. Go on.
No, just the fact of someone running off to go to the bathroom and not being able to get a word in.
Thank you.
Did you, Marley?
Yeah?
Did Tywin cause this?
How would I know?
No.
It seems I was distracted, or maybe not present for the last moment, and that man looks poorly afflicted. Gods.
You can see him kind of shuffling, trying to do the little knees inwards,
At this point, I'm guessing that you guys have all basically been split up gang and run off.
Yeah, we've all gassed it basically.
I suppose I will stand watch. Says Solomon,
Thanks, Solomon. Yeah, bye.
somewhat confused. What about yourself, Molly?
How big is the room before us?
What's the
you're
fresh
currently
hell?
in a living room.
Living room, okay.
You're currently in a living room with a really nice table, like a coffee table of sorts. Nice couches decorating facing into a fireplace with nice oil canvas of the 5 of them, the family. You see 2 older dark elves and then a pair of twins and an older brother
As part
of the family.
That was the Eclach.
Yes.
What is the shiniest thing in the room? It's
The
irrelevant.
shiniest thing in the room would be an ornate vase, made of ceramics but inlaid with silver and stuff.
Okay.
Oh, that's pretty nice, doesn't it?
That's nice.
It does look nice.
It'd be a
doesn't
shame if that vase came
I
off the
regret.
shelf.
I suspect that these our companions
Make a
have
perception check.
it? Sure thing.
decided to endeavor themselves into this poor household that we have already deceived our way into.
Nah, so
I
good.
will, well, with any luck, we'll at least be able to learn something, though I cannot say I approve of the
8.
methods.
With your perception check, I mean, that catches your eye instantly. You do see some kind of very subtly hidden in bolts bolting into the table.
Bolted vase.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Just
Nice.
your everyday bolted vase. They really had characters akin to mine, just wondering.
Yeah, they've learned their lesson. You're not the first cat to be in here.
It looks interesting.
Many a
Solomon
vase
will
has
just
been
like
lost
stride
to
over
a
and
cat.
just sort of like stand by the door, like nudge it open a bit and sort of lean out so if he sees anyone coming up and down what I presume is a corridor, he'll wait.
With your passive perception, you just hear grumbling, heavy, sighing.
Oh, poor man. And Solomon without...
And you just hear a mumble just that thing really did a number on me.
No.
For a what cup of tea and he's out. No, I'm just without looking back at all, still craning out with Solomon out the door. Marley, do not touch that vase.
I don't think I could if I wanted to. It seems to be bolted down. I don't
Blessed
know if
are we
it's a
indeed.
bolted vase.
I am curious, child. You do not seem to be fitting the character of one who would be raised in a monastery.
Why?
I would have expected your, well, sense of morality, for one, to somewhat override your ambient curiosity of the world.
Come again?
You touch things you should not.
Don't say not to touch them.
It's bolted.
Exactly. Like what? What have I touched that I shouldn't have touched?
I am surprised, considering my, social ineptitude. Even your naivety is somewhat astounding, but tell me, what did you learn in the time you were there?
Discipline?
It stood out to go Solomon.
I pity your teachers.
I know.
I thought they were pretty good.
Still, as a man of God-fearing nature myself, I would be curious to learn more about where you raised yourself and how you came to do so. I suppose we have some time by the looks of things.
25 minutes, I think.
You don't know that.
Indeed.
Not really a lot to tell. Monastery wasn't really all that fun. It was kind of the same thing, day in, day out. Interesting stuff, but it had been a while since I'd got out again, so I know that's pretty vague, but make of that what you will.
I can understand a yearning for some sort of adventure, or better yet, inquire into the world around us. Indeed, that is something of my mission, but
We didn't have any airships at the monastery at all. There wasn't any at all.
I do not doubt, young child. I do not doubt. But still, I am...
They didn't even have grenades.
Thank Palor.
And you can just buy them and throw them wherever you want here.
I would request that you did not, as you noticed, it cost us the life of one of our companions last time.
Oh yeah. Anyway.
I see you share far less of the regret for the loss of Niavara than...
I didn't do anything.
I suppose that may be your fault indeed. Your actions, or your inaction, may well have led to the series of events that had her executed.
If I remember correctly, I was the first one to try and suggest going towards the sound of explosions, but I think everyone wanted to backtrack and go to where the grenades were purchased instead of going to the source of the explosion. So, if that counts as inaction, then...
I suppose you might justify it like that, but even I, I should have tried more. Niavara was a confused soul who was prone to rash action and over-eager estimates of her ability.
I think she liked me more than most people here. I don't know if everyone really... As to, I'm just kind of in it for the ride at the moment. I don't necessarily know what I am supposed to be doing. I see what I'm assuming is a vision of one thing. I'm given a push in this direction, and before I know it, I'm in some person's house.
And you seek
with a robot
A
thing.
robot is a term you might use, but you seek to pursue these visions,
Okay,
yes?
organically challenged.
Indeed. Alas. These visions
Can
you
you be racist towards
Oh yeah, that's right.
if Solomon had enough power to care, he would have just been like robot, and you just see his eyes.
Oh, that was me.
You don't probably know that Marley means nothing by this. It's
Oh,
just-
I'm aware. That's the point, though. It's just really casual, blatant disregard.
I
It's
like the
wow.
idea that Solomon's indeed is the equivalent of
Looked as
scene
really
on.
Yeah.
It's just I have no response.
I have nothing
And
to
today
say.
on Nice Dice Revolution, we've answered the question, can you be racist to Warforged? The answer is yes. Come back for more at 7.
So,
So how long have you been doing this?
How long have you been
Robots. In terms of the short history of my life as it is,
Oh, so you're pretty young.
I am at least 25 years since my creation. It was a confusing period. I was awakened in that
Is that in normal years or robot years?
as far as I know, they are the same thing. However, I have not known myself to age, merely wear as the years progress. I expect, like many others of my kind awakened before it, I was not conscious in my early years, a mere automaton, and that only after I gained a semblance of consciousness did I consider myself born or alive. As such, I have no true grasp over what my age as it is might be. I have suspected by my design, and if you have met similar companions of ours, such as, I believe his name was Darren, I am certainly not a modern model of the Warforged.
No, certainly no model. But, we didn't have any of this back where I came from.
I suspect the monastery would not have seen many of the technological marvels nor the magical ones of the modern world. But I suppose that would explain your inquisitive nature.
Yeah,
If
everything was a lot
not,
more fleshy.
excuse it.
So, why are you part of all this? What are you doing with everyone?
I have a quest, as you will, a duty, a way that I must find a method to procreate my kind.
Like,
In a sense. No. Warforged are not born, they are created, but the secrets to do so have been lost.
but are you created with...
No. While my understanding of human biology is limited, I do understand that.
Have you ever wanted
I
to...
think.
I do not have.
Solomon does not does not respond.
No, that's not the correct answer.
Robots can have penises. You don't know.
Yeah, that's...
I'm just gonna close my eyes and let this skip.
How does that happen? How does...
That is the answer that I seek to find in my travel.
And you're going to find an answer with these people?
I do not believe I will find it alone. I will need time to explore the world and indeed search for traces of how I came to be. I will need the
think there would be
funds.
much procreating if you were to be alone.
It makes things. As such, I will not only need the funds to support myself, but my faith. It is only in my belief through Palor's light that I will give souls to my kind, and without souls we are nothing more than Luft Solix, an automaton, intelligent, but not alive.
Jesus Christ.
That's a lot to take
Good
in.
lord.
It is a heavy burden to bear. But through my faith and my fervor, I will endure it and see it done.
So who do you like most in the party?
Solomon does not respond.
Oh.
He's sort of still staring out towards what he thinks is wherever this toilet was, and waiting at this point.
Is Tarina a real psychologist?
To the extent of my knowledge, although I have not sought her counsel directly, I believe she is wise in the ways of one trained in the art of psychology.
Gets nervous.
Sweats in robots?
Yeah, for real. Just got oil coming down his
Can I get
face.
both of you to make a perception check?
Why has this session just been nothing but a roast?
Yeah,
For the
yeah.
first 5
Okay.
minutes.
I'll get to the roast session.
Okay, continue.
Wow.
I'll just roll.
Just a guy in the corner just watching. Do we notice him?
Did the others say exactly what they were doing in this state?
Wow.
I wasn't really paying attention. I'm not sure.
You are not off.
Everyone was walking towards the house, so I figured that we were just kind of checking in on people. I don't know, maybe someone has friends or family here.
To the extent of Tywin's deception, I do not believe we are here on official terms. However, with any luck, they may find something useful to us.
I'm glad we chose the right people who are standing around here.
I'm playing into that as much
We've
as I can.
discovered
As a DM, I
robots
could have
can
just glossed over this because I could have just said vacate, keep watch.
Yeah,
but then I was like, you know what? Next session they will be here, so I'll just make them roleplay this out.
Yeah, it's good.
So far, we have learned that robots, you can be racist to them. They do not fuck.
You know, in The Mandalorian, whenever it does a zoom in on Mando's face, and it's like he's wearing a helmet, so you can't see his expression, and you know, underneath him. That's always what I imagine.
Accurate. You don't have to see anything in his face, but it's just.
You can feel it, like.
See, no, I imagine I imagine Solomon's response is more like in the office, where there's a camera, and he turns and he's like,
Turns to the camera.
And it's just a slight zoom, a slight push.
If I knew the right position, I'd just lean into that one and be like, "Yeah, guys, no."
I'll probably kind of jump onto, but kind of crash onto the one of the couches in the room, and point up in the painting of those that are apparently here. So
Yeah, can you describe that painting again? And that was of the
that
family
was
that is
the
currently?
family. Sure. So as I said earlier, all 5 of them are drow.
Yep.
The father, he has dark black hair, graying, partially graying. He's got a wispy grey goatee that comes to a sharp point. He's got that's typical elven kind of sleek, pointy ears. His eyes are kind of stern, the whole gaze is stern but focused. He seems happy but focused, determined. He's got a determined look on him.
Is there a plaque with names that these guys belong?
No.
Yeah.
There's it's just the Eclach family. It doesn't have a specific name for it. The mother of the family is slightly shorter than the father. She has a similar black hair, but it fades into a lovely auburn brown.
Wow.
She has kind of these piercing blue eyes, and she she's got her arms around her 3 kids and stuff. But she is seated in a wheelchair. Yes.
That's important.
it will be in a moment.
Don't say that. That makes it worse. Anyway, yes.
Okay. The twins. They both take after their mother a lot. They have the piercing blue eye. You can tell that, from a perspective of features, they've got the similar smiles. You can see the brothers kind of nudging the sister. This is a very it's supposed to be a family portrait, but there is some candidness to the shot selection. So the brothers seems a little playful. The twins seem about 90, in the late teens, early 20s, and then the elder brother, he's got kind of a very square jaw,
Go ahead, please.
Square jaw, almost completely a buzz cut. You can see his left arm is completely replaced with a metal prosthetic.
Thank you.
And you learned from the last session that the twins were named Helena and Harry, and the older sibling was named Cedric.
I didn't write it down.
So
Harry. Yeah.
as I'm laying basically on this couch, then while I was talking to you, I'm pointing up in this painting, specifically at, I guess, the lady in the wheelchair and the kid with the metal arm. So they robots too.
What do you think, Molly?
Well, I mean, it's not you can always have stuff on the outside that makes you look different, but on the inside they could be kind of like you.
What do you think makes a robot?
You probably know more about that than I would, but
I would ask your view on the matter. I ask you this: what makes you sure you are not one?
That's a good point. I've never actually thought about it that much. But how do you even know whether you're a robot or not?
That is, I suppose, the question you may have some time to ponder while we wait for our companions. Please do not touch that vase. As he sees it again, as he goes.
Why is he so fascinated in the vase? There's many other things that haven't been described yet in this room around us that have much more interest.
Then by all means, go peruse them, but please do not touch anything.
But where's the fun in that?
Other elements in the
Is there
room.
anything I can see that he'd obviously go for? She'd obviously go for. Sorry.
I mean, there are other like kind of like ornate like trophies, like some like, trophies that kids have won and stuff. They're similar to what Nimu and Tarina found. There's like a big like obsidian like polished slate, which is like the equivalent of like a television, but like
That was it. Yeah.
built into the wall. I'd be impressed if she found a way to steal that.
Yeah, I'm thinking about the
Whole
kids' trophy.
plasma screen TV.
Yeah.
Is it like a gold, silver?
It looks like the very, based on what you can tell, it looks like the very typical like fake gold like ones that you get like at your like Little League competitions and stuff.
Doesn't matter. Sounds like it's got a nice shine.
Participation.
Having impressed this.
No, it is like a first place trophy. It's just
I would like to just step out the room and go for just a wander up and down these ground floor corridors. Nothing inquisitive too much. Just basically just around the area sort of thing. See if I can find any of these idiots. Like if I can see them, I'm not going to go approach them.
sure. You wouldn't come across any of these yet.
And I'll just, as I go, I'll just like shut the door and just lean in, just like that, no expression, and then shut the door. And
Just a little wave as you go. Pounce up. I want to see that trophy.
Sure.
Is it like in a casing or is it just?
It is in a case, yes. Like it's got like a multi-tier like IKEA shelf type like glass in the case.
Oh, so there's something in front of it, basically.
how to do it.
It's like a glass like pillar basically, and it's got like different layers with different trophies on it. There's like a
What I mean, is it like a cabinet that needs to be open? In order to be
yes,
accessed?
the cabinet needs to be open so that you can put stuff in and take stuff out. It has a lock on it that you can see. But yeah, there's like a little science fair trophy. There's like a little like sports trophy, stuff like that.
Like picking locks and going to things that I shouldn't is clearly wrong. So I'm not going to do that because I know the difference between right and wrong.
Oh, progress, ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got her.
But
Doing it.
Good luck. Good
as
luck.
for the things that aren't behind locked cabinets and
Did not touch the
aren't
vase.
bolted down,
Okay.
There are flowers in the vase that aren't bolted down. There are
the flowers are bolted into the vase, which in turn is bolted to the house, and that is bolted into the land.
there are again. It seems like this specific room is designed more as like a welcome to our house, take a seat, like a waiting room. Nothing. Yeah, there are magazines strewn about, like a fashion one. There'd be like one like a scientific journal of sorts that you can just read if you wanted to.
How high's the ceiling?
Probably like double this room.
Right. And windows, I'm assuming.
Yes,
in the front.
the windows have like really nice curtains in front of them. You see similar like themes of like the scarlet red and the navy blue and then like with gold inlay around on the curtains and stuff like that.
Any like insignia on it, or is it just?
You do see an insignia which you assume is like the
Family.
family seal. It's like a very like stylized cursive E with like kind of like a coat of arms around it.
Yeah, right. I am. Molly would be bored. So, is it the window? Does that have like that sort of seated area in front of it? Where it kind of
One
caves
of
in
the central window is more like a what's it called? The central window is kind of like an alcove. It's got like really nice like built-in couches so that you can like sit in there, pull the curtain and just read or like whatever you want to do. Like
Just what I'm going to do. Pull them beside myself. Not now, but just kind of.
just vibe, yeah.
Lay, yeah.
Sure. Anything else you want to tackle specifically, Simon?
No, I don't have much to do.
Okay.
I'm just,
Are you looking for anything particular while you roam the hallways?
I don't think so. Unfortunately, no. You can't.
Can I get you to make another perception check, both of you?
No, it's like a 12.
Unnatural 20.
Unnatural or natural?
Unnatural 20.
You hear about this time, given like conversation and your exploration and stuff, you hear like the sound of the flush, and you hear the sound of the flush again, and then you hear the flush the third time, and then you hear him washing his hands, and he's on his way out now.
Like, without even thinking about what's happening, I'm just going to shut it. Just like the hairs. No, hairs. The fur all over me, just kind of like standing up.
Yeah,
but not necessarily understanding why.
Can you do that? If you need to like pose, can you like fluff up the backs of your shoulders, make yourself look bigger?
At DM's discretion?
I'd say so, yeah.
Yes.
I'd say you have enough biological control of yourself that you can be like...
Big angry cat.
Yeah, so yeah, you hear that, you do not. But yeah, he's just walking up, coming out, and he's just...
Above? On a floor
No,
above?
he's
or
on,
is it
he's on
the
your
ground
floor.
Right.
Right, on your floor. Dobby! Dobby!
Who is Dobby again?
Toby.
Silent nickname.
The
I
house
didn't know
elf.
that.
So we've got Toby,
Sorry, I don't know that.
Sebastian,
I forgot.
Bobby, Nina, Marley, Bartholomew the Third.
Yes.
Someone said your name for you.
Yeah, I vaguely remember
Bartholomew the
this.
Third.
That's why I have Bart written down.
Yeah.
I was wondering.
Bartholomew the Third. Who was Nemu playing?
That was
Emily?
Nina, wasn't it?
Natasha.
Natasha. And then Tanya.
Tanya.
It's actually
Thank you.
like a really old character.
Olivia.
But yes, Toby.
Can you tell me
Wait,
when he's
why
like
is he looking for
around
Toby
third
before going
level?
back to the
I wanna
room
do
they were in?
something.
Well, no, because he's walking like you've gone like down one corridor. He's coming out because you were on the other side, so your DC was higher than Marley's because Marley's in the center.
No, as in, I thought he was. Sorry, I thought she was in the room that we were all in before.
Yeah, but she's also pulled the curtain.
The living room and curtains basically, yeah. So I'm able to see outside, but I mean that's like little
So
alcove where the curtains
he's
are.
walked into the room that we were all in, see no one because you're hiding behind the curtains, and then gone.
This works out perfectly. Toby.
I'm so tempted to say Polo, even though I'm not hitting Marco.
Toby.
Can I hear him going around?
Yeah, you
Okay,
can.
I'll make my way
Sebastian?
to the voice.
Bartholomew.
I see you have recovered.
Oh, hi, Bartholomew.
Are you quite all right?
Yes, where's Toby?
I believe they may have been.
I've never heard that voice from.
Yeah, no, that was a complete
There
voice
was like
change.
breathiness behind Solomon in there. I've never heard.
I believe they may have been struck down by the same affliction as you.
Oh, they know where the bathrooms are?
I'm not sure. They left in a very urgent rush.
Okay, well in which case I'll just check on the bathrooms to see if they're okay and just knock on the door.
It might be wise.
Yes, and yeah.
Peek out of curtains. Slightly.
I'm
assuming it's the same.
We don't have any sending stones or anything like it.
No.
That's for.
You've got one too, here, but not to each other.
That's for a coordinate.
At which point can I
Just
go?
like one telepathic boy.
So where can I go?
And he starts walking around and like
Yeah,
knocking on each other's
can I just bellow as loud as I can? I'll use thaumaturgy to do so. I think I can. I don't think it's double, but it certainly make my voice boom.
Yeah.
Bellow up through the house and just say, Toby, it appears you are being looked for. Just hopefully loud enough that it will commute throughout the floors and tell everyone they're in
Is
trouble.
that if we turn up the
I
air
have a
conditioner
plan.
some
Do any of us hear this?
Yes, all of you would hear this.
Everyone hears it.
Everyone hears
No,
it.
I'm good.
Okay. Well, in that
You
case,
should now be all
we
aware.
hit earlier than previously
Yeah.
established.
Yes.
Okay. We're still in the same place, I assume, but at least now we didn't have to
So,
rush there.
to recap, the two of you are inside the armor hold of the bedroom of one of the Eclachs.
Mm-hmm.
The two of you are in a secret passageway in the library that you found.
We were heading out.
You were heading out. The two of you are just in one of the living rooms where you were looking at one of the maps that you found on the TV and you have found something similar. And yeah, so, okay, let's continue from there. Yeah, and he just starts knocking on like different bathroom doors and like, Toby, Sebastian, are you okay? I'm sorry if the tea, I'm sorry, I'll try to make better tea next time, I'm sorry. Toby!
So, when he's on third level,
Yeah.
I'd like to...
So what would you guys have to do as he goes past second level?
I mean, I remember that I followed him.
Yes, you started following him.
Yeah.
And I was doing the same?
I don't even remember last session, so I would have probably tried.
I tried to charm his ass and it didn't work. So I'm just pretending to like help.
I don't fucking remember anything, so I'm just make it up for me. Just make
Okay,
it
yeah,
up.
you just follow along.
Charm the rest of him.
I would more. Actually, can I?
But if I can't even charm an ass,
Would he still
what
look
chance
kind of
do I
sick?
have?
Would he still look kind of sick?
He's a little like nauseous, but not too
Would
bad.
I remember? No, actually, would I know that he's?
Again, he's been on the toilet for like 25 minutes now, so.
Would I know that he'd been poisoned with laxatives?
I think Tyron...
That would
Tyron told us
Yeah,
already.
I told people that it was happening.
Yeah.
I'll probably try to try and divert his attention from going upstairs.
Sure, make a performance or a persuasion check, whatever you prefer.
You don't have to look for anybody. Everybody's just doing. Everybody's. I wouldn't know that Solomon has said that they're going to the bathroom.
Okay. Yeah, no, you wouldn't know that.
Booming Toby, sure.
Everything's gonna be okay. With a 8, 9, 10, 11.
Natasha, was it?
Yeah.
Natasha, I understand your concern, but as the keeper of the house, it's my responsibility to make sure that all the guests are okay. I'll just make sure that I can go find Toby and Sebastian.
No, it's okay.
It's okay. No,
you
guys go take a seat in the living room. I'll just go check, okay?
No,
Toby!
I look for them too.
Okay, come with us. Come on. It's okay. Toby! Bobby! Sebastian?
On what you said, am I allowed to boom out like, we're looking for you because you're sick? Or is that... that's actually never mind. It's probably not.
Please don't do anything else!
That's right. I'll leave. Probably not right.
Sure. So now he's approaching the third floor. What would you guys do?
Sebastian.
Go hide. And I turn invisible.
You're on your own.
So you're casting invisibility on yourself?
Yes.
Ah!
So I walk as the butler's coming up. I want to stealth near him and make Calliope appear, just floating near him.
Okay, sure.
Oh, hello. She's just flying around, and as it goes to reach, she floats just out of reach, and flies still near him, but down,
leading him away
down the stairs. Yeah. Oh. Also, it was Nemu and Tarina.
Oh, yes, we are there.
Yes.
Okay, so I tell.
Hey, I recognize that cat thing. I think that belongs to one of our friends. Perhaps it's leading us to where they're hiding out, because we were looking for them ourselves, and we just couldn't find them. They all sort of ran off somewhere when you went to the loo. I don't actually know where they went.
That's a good idea.
So perhaps we could follow the cat.
Maybe the cat would know where.
Do you speak Draconic?
No.
I hope you don't mind. I'm just going to call for my friend.
Okay.
I hope it doesn't scare you. And Draconic, I go, Trey, please help. I don't know where everybody is.
You know I speak Draconic?
Yeah.
I told Nemo that I spoke. I
think you might have spoken in front of her, but not explicitly.
Oh
said
no!
to
Wait,
her.
Inferno is what Tieflings speak.
Yeah.
Yes.
Whoops! Can I change that to Inferno?
Sure.
Sorry, I meant to say Inferno.
I mean, you can do the thing about with multilingual people try to speak one language but speak the other one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In Inferno, I go, Trey, please help.
Make a perception check, because you're back inside the corridor, I assume, and also make a stealth check while you're at it, just to make sure you're getting make the perception one first.
Okay. Perception's going to be a 10.
Okay.
And then I have to
Don't
roll
say you don't
stealth
hear
with
what the movie says.
disadvantage, so that's a 6, and that's an unnatural 20, so 6.
So as you're trying to hide, one of your plates of armor just clinks against the stone surface.
Shit.
Oh.
Fuck. We don't need. No. Fuck. Shit. I'm gonna hide behind the printer.
Would I have tried this?
Make a perception check.
Put
Yeah, you hear the what was Miss Tanya? If you could, what a wonderful suggestion. If you could follow the cat and find the owner of the cat, I'll go and just investigate what the hell was over there. I'll be right back, okay? And he starts walking towards the.
Is it still open?
Calliope flies in front of him and just floats there. Hey, hi, it's me. I'm invisible. Can you do something? We need to distract him.
Do you say that to?
Yeah.
With what?
Telepathy.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Are you sure you're the butler of this house? This here cat seems to think that you're one of my friends. Are you playing dress-ups again?
wait,
Will you tie in?
I was gonna say, which is again? I want to know.
No, Tanya, just like take the gas. I'll just investigate this sound, and then I'll be like that. I'm not playing this. That.
Do you think I could pick up and how tall is this guy?
This guy is like 5'10".
Oh yeah, I'm
He's a
like.
16-year-old, so
Wait,
you
how tall
probably
am
do.
I again? Can I pick him up and swing him around?
Like an aggressive hug, or like by the neck?
Oh, I'm 6'5", so with that kind of scale, can
We
I?
actually haven't been speaking too much. Tell me about yourself.
This is some yoga I learned.
No, it'd be more like, I cannot take it anymore. You're so cute. Come here, and then like you know how with
Make a
little
strength
kids,
check.
you know how with little kids you swing.
Yeah,
around?
make a strength check.
That one.
I rolled a 5, so
Comes up to a 2.
You were so cute, and then I instantly like break arms.
No, like you wrap your arms around him, and like he just pushes away. I don't think we're that close. I think that's
Nonsense!
So are they're like waiting outside the room that they're stuck in, so they can't make any progress out of it.
So Callie isn't stuck. They're
You're invisible, but you're stuck.
I'm like in this passageway where the printer was like.
He comes up to the section of the wall where the passage starts because you shut the door last session. There's something. What is going on?
So while invisible, can I look for a bathroom?
Good call.
Sure,
Yeah. Good
sure.
call.
Oh no, you can make it overflow. Oh, shit.
Yeah, make a investigation check. Low DC.
Okay.
How low?
12, I think.
Yeah, that'll do.
Okay.
Yeah. You find a bathroom with these.
Flush. Yes. Okay, I go visible there. I lock the door and can I try to break the tap?
Break the tap.
Okay.
Break the tap or the flush. I think the flush would be better, yeah.
Sure. Make
We're gonna close the toilet.
make an attack roll.
Why didn't you just shove random shit down the toilet?
Yeah. Make an unless you're using something, in which case you want to.
You miss and punch the wall.
I mean, that is a very real possibility. You'd have to roll really bad.
Not one.
Like that?
Like that. You go to like punch the flush, but you just punch into the ceramic of the toilet. Oh!
Can you at least scream really loud?
From the toilet.
Are you okay?
Yeah. Alex was like, "Can you hit?" Yeah, if you roll, you run. It's like that one.
I have decided that.
So, can I
Oh my
eldritch
God, what was
blast
that?
the toilet?
Huh?
That was your
Can I
attack.
eldritch blast the toilet?
We'll make an attack roll.
And now you will pay.
I really wish Neva was still alive. She'd been living for this.
14.
That hits the toilet.
Oh,
Chaz might hit with another blast.
turns out the toilet has an AC of 20.
I calculated wrong. 13.
Pardon?
13, not 14.
That's toilet.
Okay.
I hope so.
So the toilet.
I'll say the
knows your
toilet.
attack.
But I'll say for the purposes of this, a
mimic.
toilet has an armor class of 7
Great.
because it does not move, but it is pretty powerful, like sturdy.
You were gonna say powerful.
The all powerful toilet.
Damn, this toilet's pretty powerful.
BBG of this campaign.
Look, it might not be able to take Eldritch Blast, but it just took Nitrate Blast
Yeah.
for 25 minutes straight.
Poor kid.
Like in a desperate attempt to like make Nitride not go to the printer. I'm
Did you
just,
not hear the scream?
You don't know where the print. You don't know there's a
No.
printer there.
oh, well,
No.
okay.
You just know that he's going somewhere.
Well, to make him not go anywhere, I like with thaumaturgy. Can I pretend to make like space kind of stuff? Or,
Okay,
like,
but he's already like heading towards the
He's
toilet.
already
like
heading
that.
to the
Oh,
toilet.
Oh, okay, so he's already been
Oh,
distracted.
Yeah, no, he's
then
like,
never
what was that
mind.
scream? Oh my god,
Yeah,
what is happening in this
I
house?
burst out of the. Netrid, help! The toilet, it's overflowing.
So what?
With
He looks at the
ceramic.
toilet, which very clearly just has like a whole seam.
It didn't shatter, it just punched through.
Yeah, no, because this is ceramic versus like basically a laser.
Jeez, you had a worse time than I did.
Never is just gonna look
Oh
at it
no,
like.
I don't know what was in that tea.
It was so strong that he.
The scapegoat of the campaign. Bro, it was the tea.
What color is an Eldritch Blast?
Mine is like light purple.
gonna say,
Is
but
it
no
like light purple? Like
Yeah,
Like-
tea.
Like
Oh.
energy coming off the toilet.
The
yeah. Wow.
the plumbing for this is going to cost a lot, but that's fine.
I like how he just buys it. Just no questions asked. Oh, yeah, fair enough.
He has a relatively low insight.
He's 16 and he's just had dysentery. This kid's having a hard time.
This
Yeah,
poor
you guys
kid-
have like questioned him, made him shit himself, blown up one of his toilets. Like he's having a day.
Neva
Please
is.
don't buy that tea again. My companions, I believe, are in a similar situation. I think they just need some
Okay.
privacy right now.
That's fine. I'm just gonna check on them.
You got out of this room, right? in that
Okay,
time?
this is good. There's been so much time and distraction and stuff. So
I'm just gonna see
Who's the
what
person who
Olivia
can
does.
message everyone?
Is there anything else you want to do?
Well, do I know that they've gone?
Oh,
Yeah, you would have heard the footsteps. Like,
I would have immediately
Message,
jumped
so
up
arrange a
and like walked to the door and opened it and closed it.
make an investigation check before you open the door because you can't see
Probably
the
run around.
activation.
I cannot see where it's.
Like,
You can't see where the activation thing is from the
Everyone's
This is
side.
Start
something I
wrecking
want to
toilets.
try.
18
Before you
Yeah,
go
yeah,
upstairs.
yeah. So it's like in the because this is basically from this side. It's basically looks like smooth stone, but you find kind of a little activation pad which brings like a little in the stone and it slides up to the side. Yeah, and you make it out.
Goes back over, and we're gonna walk back downstairs. And nothing's happening.
Nothing bad ever
Make a stealth check as
happened.
you head downstairs. Are you heading down to the ground floor?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nothing's happening. Nothing's happening at all. With the 12.
What would you like to do to move?
I can't talk to the gods, can
No.
I? No, okay.
No,
Well
I'm sorry.
Gods.
Gods are
Then
stingy.
Just gods in general.
Just slide into the gods.
All
DM.
of them.
Hey gods, what's up, man? How's it going?
Then can I? Do I hear the conversation with Calitha and the two?
Yeah, sure.
Then I'm just gonna run up behind the two and go, yes, perhaps my problems aren't intestinal, but certainly makes me want to give you a hug. And I want to try again.
Sure, make a strength check.
Oh no, it just gets worse and worse.
Does it
hold
get
on.
worse
Maybe
than
worse than that one.
Not getting
The fabled 0.
her die broke in
half. Getting a 4.
He rolled a
The way all these toilets keep breaking.
Your
gently
taste,
pushes you away
everything's-
again. Like this looks like 6 foot woman, please,
You
madam.
don't
right?
understand. Your tea has me going so happy and hugging. Who's the? I go up to Calitha and I just try to do the
Are
same
you
thing.
psychotic? You sound psychotic.
No, I'm Nemu. What's your
what?
She just dad joked the kid.
No,
But that's not your name!
That's not your name. Your name is Natasha.
No, you can play this off as like a different sort of elder.
No, I'm
not psychotic.
testing you.
I'm feeling a bit Nemu.
I'm testing you.
Oh, Natasha, you've even forgotten
As
your
like
name.
Nemo.
You're right.
Imagine blowing your cover for a dad joke.
What's in that tea? It might be bad for
Ma'am,
you.
I
Need
highly
to
recommend
throw.
you see a psychologist.
Well, what's inside that tea?
Oh my God.
What is
Did
it?
someone say a psychologist?
Yes,
Head
we need
coach
to
down.
help that tea.
Psychiatrist.
He's gone crazy.
Please tell me.
Where are you now?
I think she's going crazy after the.
No,
Could
you
please check
misunderstand.
up
You've
on-
made her so happy she's forgotten her name.
What's in the tea?
I see that you both have a lot of pent-up emotions and you're both getting very accusational at each other. So I think we should all just sit down in a little happy psychology circle and sort of work out what's going on here.
Make
Exactly.
a persuasion check at advantage.
You're also very adorable. You remind me of the kids I saw.
That's a 18.
Sure. Okay.
Okay.
I'm sure they'll do okay. I'll come down with you guys. That's fine. I'll go sit down with you guys. And he takes you guys back to the ground floor living room.
So who's currently missing from the
Just Luft and Tywin. So, what would you guys like to do? Luft and
Okay.
Tywin.
Well, okay.
Oh, we're trapped in the cupboard.
Give me an idea. Well, we're not necessarily now because we only went into the cupboard because he was right there. So now now that the events have changed, we no longer had to panic and go into the.
Well, no. I would say as a roleplay thing, you would still have panicked and gone in there. But now that you know he's not coming up, you have that free time to do whatever you want.
Yeah. Can you just do you
Just
want me to
go
do a
right-
perception check to see
Yeah,
how
should
much
we
of that
listen
I
and
heard?
see?
'Cause I
Yeah, make a perception check.
Because there was a lot of yelling, a lot of toilet breaking, a lot of noises.
Do you want me to roll as well, or would
Yeah,
you
sure,
rather
make
I
one.
give you advantage?
I think perception checks are a
I
separate
was
thing.
gonna say like
Okay.
if they were
You
coming
can't
down,
help
Oh, you
someone.
can't help
yeah,
someone
you can't help someone
perceive,
hear
yeah.
better. You can seeing better is fine because you point stuff out, but you can't. hear
Yeah,
better.
you can't really. Yeah.
11 for me.
14.
I mean, you hear bits and pieces of it. You hear like exasperatedly, and they try to say, "I'll come down with you guys. They'll be fine." But yeah.
Okay.
That's gonna be a
I
good
think
show.
he's gone. Can we get out?
So to set the scene, you find yourselves in a relatively tight room. Basically, it's like a little storage locker. It's got 2 sets of armor that I described last session.
Yeah.
And it's got a bunch of like different weapons, a few vials. stacked away in the back. Yeah, what did you guys say?
So, in just quickly summarizing from what happened a month ago.
Yeah.
I hate when you guys say
we
a month
were
ago,
we were
because it makes it
looking
feel
we were
so much
looking
less.
for anything that told us the location of where they might be or where the warehouse is, right?
Yes.
And then we couldn't find anything.
You
or
were
we
fucking
found
with the armor.
Yes.
Well, no, you hadn't started fucking with the armor. You wanted to.
I wanted
and Tywin
to.
was like, don't do that. That will give us away.
Okay.
Well, no. Tywin was more like, okay, look, you know the armor, so it's probably a good idea if you do some sort of damage to it, because we can't trust these people. That's what I remember.
Yeah, I don't think I was too opposed to doing anything with the armor.
Okay.
So I go, all right. I think we have a bit of time, and I push the thing open again, and we tumble out. And then I go, all right. What do you think in the next few minutes? What do you think you can do with this armor?
I can take all the vials out of it. I know I can do that.
Okay. I think anything we can get at this point, let's go for it.
Okay.
I'll set up a failsafe to make sure that even if he does come upstairs, we'll be fine. I sprint towards the staircase.
Yes.
Cool.
Take out from my bag a few pieces of string. I touch one end of the thing and it embeds itself into the wall. Touch another end and it embeds itself into the wall. I click, it goes invisible.
Sure. So you just cast net?
Yeah.
The moment he does that, it's like a 3, 2, 1, and then we split. I've gone and grabbed all the vials I can from in there.
So the ones that are in the armor, you can certainly make a check to grab, but the ones that are behind the thing are in a locked case.
Oh, okay, all right.
So
I'm gonna take them out of the armor.
You could try doing one or the other, which is fine. You could try doing both, but then you're risking more time.
I'll take them out of the armor.
Sure, make a Arcana check
Arcana?
or a Tinkerer's check, whatever you want.
How does Tinkerer's check work again?
She's got proficiency in Tinkerer's.
I've got proficiency in Tinkerer's.
Yeah, so Tinker's tools would be intelligence, it'd be dexterity and proficiency bonus plus a d20 roll.
So you can add a +2.
It'd just be
Don't have
+2.
any dex,
Yeah.
No, but
My Arcana's
Plus-
+2 anyway.
3.
Oh, +3. What?
Yeah, your Tinker's tools. What's your dexterity?
0.
0. It's
Ah,
just
okay,
straight 10.
I may as well just do Arcana.
Okay.
7.
You've used all your lucky, haven't you?
Have
I was
I?
about to be like,
I think
huh?
so. I think you did last.
I vaguely remember someone being.
I probably
I vaguely
have.
remember you being like, "You've used all your lucky last session," but I can't.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So it's a 7.
7? You get a few of them out. One of them cracks.
Uh-oh.
Roll a d6 to see which vial it is.
Oh shit.
4.
Okay, the vial of white liquid spills out onto the
That was the sleepy one.
yeah the vial of white liquid spills out onto the carpet and
I'm going to immediately get a cloth, fold it, and put it on my face like that.
Wasn't it only her that knew about the?
No, I knew about
Oh,
it.
that was it. You guys were all
That
in the
was me.
greenhouse, weren't you?
Yeah.
sure yeah you cover it, yeah.
Yeah, and I do that, and I'm like, Tywin, whatever you do, when you're coming back into this room, you need to put a cloth on your face.
I'll just stay out here, I think.
Good idea. And I'm gonna like tie it
Yeah,
around my face and then keep pulling out what I can.
Yeah, so
Can
like
I-
pieces of glass fall onto the ground, the
Okay.
white liquid itself.
I'm gonna kick the glass back into
Yeah.
back into the room.
So you've got just
So I don't have anywhere to put it.
Just for your notes, you've got I think I said it was a red potion. So, sorry, a red vial.
Yeah, red, black,
Red,
green,
black, green,
blue, pink.
pink, yes.
Okay, cool.
And just not the white one.
The other thing I'm going to do, because I assume I'm doing this as quickly as I can,
Mm-hmm.
what do I know about the armor?
The armor
How else
is
can I
some
tamper with
form
it?
of nanotech.
That's right.
Essentially think like Infinity War Iron Man suit.
Can I
it
mess
forms-
with the transmitter section of it so that it actually can't respond? Is there any way that I
make
would be
an
able to...
investigation check to see
Investigation?
to find the
Okay.
specific part you're looking for.
That was a 13? Jesus, that was terrifying.
I would say with a 13 you are unable to locate the part you were looking for, especially because this is beyond you. Like
Yeah.
you know what this does, but anything specifically about the technology is far beyond your scope as an artificer.
Not that I can contribute, but how similar is this to the stuff that I identified on the train? Like same exact.
This is a more
like
jacked up
slightly-
version of it.
This is
It's like
that,
same
but
better.
like modification. Like,
Oh,
do you
and
remember
then
how I told
yeah.
you like the suit you found on the train connected to different like bone parts so that
Oh.
it amplified it? This only connects to the brainstem, and that's it.
I know what I'm gonna do. So the part where, because obviously it's like a chamber where the vials are, and it revolves between that. Can I either jam that or find a way to stop the vials from being able to
That's
go
easy
in?
enough. Make another tinkering check. This one's just a tinkering check.
Yeah. Okay.
So +2.
It's a 3. It's a natural 1.
Only had a lucky feat that you could use.
Yeah.
They're on thin ice.
I mean, you believe you've jammed it as best you can.
Okay.
Whether that plays out or not.
That's fine.
Yes.
So
you take like a dagger and you just like stab a few parts in there and to like lock it up. And
but I'm like fucking sick. Yeah.
you're like, fucking
Okay.
amazing. Easy as. Anything else you want to do? I'm just gonna keep asking you. Is there anything else you want to do until you say you're done?
What can I see in the room?
Like what room? The bedroom or the armory?
The armory.
You can see basically what equates to this. You don't even have to roll for this. Basically, what looks like a charge rifle.
I saw
the guys.
Is it strapped to the wall?
No, it's behind the glass case.
Fuck.
So where's the glass case?
I mean, there's already glass on the floor.
Just saying a cool kid.
It's true.
That's thieves' tools.
I do have thieves' tools, and I do have proficiencies.
Yeah, I'm keeping track of how much.
I'm gonna pick the lock.
Sure, make a thieves' tools check. That's dexterity plus proficiency.
Okay.
So +2.
Oh, 7.
It takes your photo.
Are you rolling a d6?
As you go to pick the lock, you hear a very distinct and then a little flash of white light.
If I know what it is there any way I can react to it?
No, she studied the camera, didn't she? When we
I
when we
studied
had our
the
photos
camera.
taken. Does she recognize it at all?
I understand that she recognizes the camera.
Oh, but
and she knows that it's there.
Oh, okay.
But a thieves' tools check still needs to be made to avoid triggering.
Oh no, I'm just curious as to whether or not she. Because did you learn about the camera, or was it only those guys that did?
No, I
You know there is a
figured
camera
out
there.
what it is.
Yeah.
You know there is a camera. You don't know how to counter the camera taking a photo.
Yeah, no, I was just curious. Yeah.
Those will be 2 different checks.
Unless
Knowing
I
that- yes.
duck out the way real fast.
Okay, sure. Make an acrobatic check.
Acrobatics. 3.
Wow, bro.
Romy? Are
Maybe
you okay?
Maybe it's a D4, not a D6.
You do duck out of the way, but the flash has already happened.
Cool. Luft is like, she's just gonna try again.
Just delayed reaction.
Sure.
Oh, that's more fucking like it. So that would be an 18.
The lock doesn't open, but
kidding me?
but there is no flash.
It doesn't open.
No, it does not open. This is like some of the most like high tier equipment of that this family owns.
Oh
It
my
is
God, I
behind
went
a
through
very
all that shit for
heavy lock
nothing.
and key.
Okay, so there's nothing in here that is not.
The armor is like on stands in front of you that you can take, and everything else is
I
behind.
can't take the armor. What
You can take the armor.
do you mean I can take
Just
the
take
armor?
the armor off the stand and take it. If you want to take the armor, you can take the armor.
But it's also like a full suit.
I
Isn't
can't carry it. It's bigger
You've got
than
another
me
guy
now.
with you who can help you.
These actions
Big
will have
strong
consequences.
man.
Luft stares there.
If
She's
you
like,
want to take the armor, there is nothing stopping you from taking the armor.
true.
That is a bait if I've ever seen it.
Yeah, but I mean, like,
The fishing line is out there.
It's free.
I can also break the
free
glass
tech,
if I
though.
really want to, but that's gonna set off an alarm.
As opposed to
Everything will set off an
Already had
alarm.
your photo taken.
Stop this.
No, but isn't there someone?
Break the glass.
Isn't there someone
and
still in that room?
pose.
Oh no, there's someone still in that room.
This is
No,
occurring
but-
after we've all yelled out.
Yeah. No, this is because
Like-
you heard that he was going
Oh,
downstairs.
and
I already
also,
went downstairs.
I have a mask over my face now. It doesn't
Yes,
matter
okay.
a lot, but I do have a mask over my face.
From the white stuff.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's going to help you to be disguised a little bit.
Yeah.
I have taken another
It's
camera.
a
Yeah.
thermal camera. So
All right. Well, I'm just gonna be like, fuck it. There's nothing I can do in here. Is there anything else? I'm trying to think of another way that I can like maybe tamper with the armor. I have no idea.
Yeah, but I'm keeping track of how much
Luft, how
time.
you doing in there?
It took my photo again, but it's
as
fine.
you're keeping more track of this, because you know how Luft gets when she's like into the technology thing, she just zones out.
Yeah.
It's been like 7 minutes now, 7-8 minutes now.
Luft, what's going on?
I have all the vials. I may or may not have had my photo taken again, and I don't know how to take the armor out of here. I've jammed the vial chamber bit thingy, and I've got. She holds up the bag with all the vials in it. She's like, She hands it over to you. She's like, now, under no circumstances are you to break any of those, because I'm pretty sure that black liquid is going to like melt your face off or something.
I wasn't planning to
It'll really suck.
break
And then your
any
daughter
of them.
won't recognize who you are, whatever. Anyway, we need to go.
Jesus Christ.
Luft is panicked.
At
She
this
doesn't
point, you
know.
hear once again, like, rattling the timbers of the house.
Yeah.
Solomon's booming. Toby, we are looking for you quite desperately.
A Luft does that, and then she goes back through the room once more to see if she can find any information. Like,
Sure, make an investigation check.
I'm gonna-
Are you doing this hurriedly or just taking your time?
I'd like to look out all of the windows, by the way.
Okay,
The
I'm
wild-
going to
wild
take my time a
Perception.
little bit because I'm like, okay, well, hopefully.
Sure, then you don't roll a disadvantage.
Okay. 19. I'm gonna keep these ones here.
They're my good dice.
Yep, I'm keeping them.
Yep. With a 19, you find not locked up actually. This is in like one of the pockets of the suit of armor itself. If on further inspection,
I thought it was like a bodysuit situation.
No,
I didn't think it
bohemian.
had pockets.
the pockets.
It's men's armor, of course it has pockets.
If the women's armor doesn't have any fucking pockets.
both sets of armor have pockets. No. So you investigate. The pockets themselves they're much more spacious than you'd expect them to be.
I'm gonna get my whole arm in there. No, I'm kidding.
No, and you pull out a small device. It's basically got like a tripod at the bottom, and it's got like a little tripod, and it's got like a little like basically. What's the word that the things that biologists use to spin centrifuge?
Oh, centrifuge.
It's got like a little
yeah.
like a centrifuge type device.
Yeah.
But the thing flowing through it is ether.
Okay, she's gonna be like, oh my god, Tywin! She runs out and she holds up the thing. She's like, that's pure ether.
Okay.
It's good. Makes me magic really well.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Great magic shit. I don't
Therapy
understand.
session.
You,
Yes.
And I'm just like behind the curtains waiting for
What was
the
your
show.
perception check?
22.
22. I mean,
I'm checking out. First of all, I'm checking out like the people or whatever I can see from there. But also, I'm checking the landscape, the floor, like how far we are from the ground, and like what's on the ground immediately under all the windows, and also if there are any ground floor windows looking out directly below me. Does that make sense?
okay, we'll go through them one by one. What was the first one you said? I'm just list them again. So the first thing.
First thing, just
far is
the general.
So this
what I-
the estate itself, the house is but a mere portion of the larger estate.
Okay.
Yeah. So like the land itself is massive. There's like there's the garden that I described earlier, but then there's like just more like lawn like that goes for miles. Different like fountains and pools and stuff. There's like a little like hedge maze back in the back corner.
Mm-hmm.
You see like little devices that basically are like Roomba lawnmowers basically.
Yeah.
Because no one person could ever maintain like such a big estate on
Yeah.
their own. But there's like little devices that basically mow the lawn and stuff. Water, yeah. So
And like no people there, just like it's just
no. It's
empty.
just automated, completely automated.
Cool. Yep. Next, how far off the ground we look?
You on the 4th floor or the 3rd floor if you count the ground.
Yeah.
Would be about 30 feet up, 40, 50 feet up.
Okay.
I don't know how floors work in feet. so-
That's fine.
Yeah. Think about like so the ground floor itself is about double this, but all of the other floors have a much more practical height to them.
Yeah.
Like,
I guess I don't actually need the information. I just want to make sure Tywin has the information
Yes.
in his head. And then on the ground. So if like I'm looking down at the ground here, immediately here, if there are outside facing windows, and I want to know which windows don't have outside facing windows directly.
From
to that.
what you can see, a few like the one that you're looking at the ground floor has another outside facing window.
Yeah.
And the one directly behind you also does.
Yeah.
But the one to the window to the right
Mm-hmm.
doesn't have a ground floor facing window.
Okay. All right. So you found ether or whatever. You think this can help us in the future?
Definitely.
Okay. What did you do to the armor?
Okay, so basically, I have jammed.
It better be very basic.
I've jammed the vial.
Okay.
Like I've jammed the revolver.
Okay.
So whenever they go to change it, it'll probably jam, malfunction, whatever. Hopefully it'll break the vial and that will have consequences for the suit itself.
Right, so just some basic sabotage.
Yeah,
We're all good.
I don't know where the transmitter is. That is too hard to touch. I don't understand that yet. If I study more of Darren's stuff, I will be able to hack
Okay,
those
whatever,
suits.
I don't care.
But we gotta go.
Okay, we gotta go. We can either go back downstairs, which might raise questions, especially since there's a lot of broken shit here, or if we go out this window, we should be able to land on the ground and not be seen by the people who are on the ground floor. Then we can just pull the rope back and come back in from outside. They don't know we were upstairs.
Window. She does exactly
As you
that.
guys are scheming this, it's been about 45 minutes, yeah. 40.
Jesus,
It was
what?
7 minutes a minute ago.
No. Like, I'm saying
What do you mean?
since the guy went to do his massive shit.
It was just one huge log.
Since dump ensued.
Yeah, since dump ensued, it's been about 45
Now
minutes
let's go
now.
upstairs.
As you guys are planning this, the people that are on the ground floor, like with the trader gang, you guys hear a kind of like a
From where?
from the fireplace.
Just a mild wind noise? Was that what it was?
It was like a humming.
Like a hum.
Yeah.
Do not.
Do we have
tell me
any?
that-
Do I have
tell me
any
they
intuition as
travel
to what it is?
through the fireplace.
Make
Do
a Arcana
not
check.
do this.
Just
What?
Just
Are they traveling through the fireplace?
just from my experience with it,
Sleep pattern.
does that time that I studied the airship and rolled really well do
Darn it.
anything for me?
Does it sound
but
like
in
a
any
travel
case, Arcana's I think it's a 20.
So everyone's been in this room. I've still been peering through the
21.
curtains.
21.
21.
Centrifuge nature.
It sounds like some sort of teleportation magic.
Oh, okay. So it's just, I thought you meant it was like coming down the fireplace.
Oh.
It's not concerning at all. At this point, I'd just be like, has anyone seen what name were you going by again?
Molly?
I don't think I ever.
Marley?
went
Wait,
by-
has anyone
She's
seen
in the range
Marley?
one.
It
I-
takes
Why,
Marley.
why do I need a fake name?
Yeah, that's the exact what you guys said. Like Marley usually like to come up with the reason of it. That's why you need a fake
Any
name.
hand sanitizer?
I am
I
made.
don't have any hand sanitizer.
I do not, sorry.
Like, no, seriously, has anyone seen
Um,
Marley? They were with me just a minute
Molly
ago.
with you, Buffalo?
Molly would be holding back her people.
If you make an
It's such a
perception check, you might be able to
She's like that where I am. She's like that little kid that plays hide and
Oh,
seek.
it's only
She's
like
like,
a 14.
make a stealth check if you're trying to hide.
after Molly and Julia.
11, I think.
Yeah, you know what one is.
With a slight rustle of the curtain. You have a tail, right?
You know, I'm peeking through, like the tail would be facing the window and whatnot.
I was half expecting it to be like tucked under your feet, but like still moving down there.
You don't
Solomon strides over and without moving the curtain just reaches in and grabs you by the shoulder and pulls you out.
Hey,
It
you
is-
found me!
It is time we will go.
But I think
Thank you for your hospitality to the poor 16.
As you start to say this, the fireplace itself, you see a thin wisp of smoke coming out from the wall, basically similar to what you've seen with the.
Can I go back behind the curtain?
Sure.
Or am I being held?
Unless you're stopping, Marley.
I'm looking at the smoke, I haven't stopped the cat.
Yeah, so similar to what you saw, like thin like line shop, like a doorway in around the fireplace itself, and you see the fireplace start to revolve, and you see 5 figures walk out, all of them drow. Oh, Mithrin, you didn't inform us we had guests, says the woman in the wheelchair to all of you.
Where she walks out.
As she steps out of the fire.
She's holding her wheelchair and she's like,
See? Now,
didn't know we had guests.
Yeah,
Well, the
sits
kid
down.
was just sitting down with us and enjoying a healthy spout of psychology. He was far overdue for such a
I see we have
momentous
guests, and that's where we'll take a break.
important.
Yay. Alright, we will be back in a bit. See you soon. Goodbye.
Lit.
Welcome back after our extended break to get some food.
Y'all want some noodle ASMR?
Yeah, same rate.
that's
yeah,
hot.
so the party, with the exception of Luft and Tywin, find themselves being greeted by the Eclach family.
Not us, because we're doing hot girl shit. We're
Anyway,
being thrown
as
out
I
the
was
window.
saying,
May I
well,
bellow
how
out?
about that? You made it just in time for our psychology session. You see, my new friend here in the trail, he's long overdue for some quality psychology, and you're most welcome to come and join him.
This is a group session.
It is a group session.
Family
The more the
therapy.
merrier, you know?
I'm going to
We're
very
spectators.
quietly.
And you chose our estate to be the hosting grounds of the Central Psychology session.
Well, Natrid,
It's a first timer.
Natrid invited me over, you see?
Can
I see.
please,
Deception.
as my last bellow, while they're doing that, can I just bellow out, Toby, it appears our host has returned. So that they are aware.
Do we hear that?
Yes.
I'm sure.
That's a 13.
What does he mean by host has returned?
Looks like the Eclach family might have shown themselves.
Can they not? She goes over to the window.
This might be good.
Nemru is also going to
Then
just like,
you might be able to get
not in a
information.
way to sneak, but like just kind of slink back into the corner.
You are holding
Like
the
5
vials.
steps.
Yeah, it'd be more
Well,
Put him in my
your
bag.
psychology
Break in
intrusion
your bag.
is most appreciated. Though
Remember the face
I'm
melty thing.
certain our butler doesn't need a psychologist. Is that right, Mr.? No, I'm quite happy with my job. It pays magnificently. Miss Tanya, was it?
It was, Tanya. Thank
I
you for
do-
remembering. I do appreciate
I
that.
do not need your psychology help, but I appreciate the thought, sentiment.
I mean, you did need my psychology not 5 minutes ago. What's with the sudden change of heart?
No one shits that hard and doesn't need to talk to someone about it.
Do I notice if he's like any more on edge because now the hosts are here?
I mean,
Anything
in the
outside
sense that
of-
you are now standing in front of like basically what is your employer, but not like anything other than that.
So all 5 of them turned up. The two twins, not identical. The older
The two
brother.
twins, the older brother, and the parents.
Are they carrying anything? Does it look like they have anything on them?
They have like one of the older brother has like a statue. The father has like what looks like a briefcase.
I wonder where they returned from, hey kids.
Crime. And it pays.
So
Rope out the window.
right,
And Luft, you better go first.
what are you tying it to?
I'm putting the rope around a thing, like so, and we climb down using both of the ropes, and then you pull it back by one side of the rope. Does that make sense? Do you know what I mean?
But what's the anchor?
The anchor is something heavy in the room.
Sure.
It really doesn't matter what it is as long as it's heavy enough to hold our weight.
Sure. Make a
Does the bed have like a foot?
sure. Make a sleight of hand check to make sure that you get the knot.
No, it's not a knot.
It's
just
not a
like
knot.
passed around
It's
both
just
ends.
I'm just pulling it around.
Okay, sure.
I like the idea of this rope just kind of dangling in front of the window that I'm still like.
How are you going to close
he's-
that window?
He's very easily shows the window.
Yeah, see? Fourth floor.
Maybe they're like
we don't do that here, but it's cool when you do.
Yeah, sure. Both of you make athletics checks to climb down.
Okay.
Go, Tiny
Okay.
Bean!
Yeah.
You can do
If we hear a thump 4 stories down.
Sorry, what was it again? Dexterity? No.
Athletics.
Athletics.
Strength athletics.
18!
Can you
Come on, Tywin. Come on, Tywin.
Can you just roll with the ball for a second?
Don't you worry.
You're like
7.
Hey, Elise.
the spider monkey versus the like ape.
Sure. So wait, am I understanding this correctly? You basically put it around something, and you're both like
Okay, yeah.
climbing down as counterweights.
This is a weight.
No, as in you hold both together.
I put the rope like that, and
so one
then
of you
we
uses
climb
one-
down using both of these, and then at the end you just pull one side. and
one
it comes
after the
back.
other,
Yeah.
I think.
Okay. Sure.
I think it's a pretty common technique for climbing down ropes.
Oh, yeah,
How
how
but you gotta
how
pull
I
it back.
understood it was so you've got like an anchor, you've got the rope going around, and one of you's holding one side of the rope, and the other holding the other side.
No, just one person holding both.
Okay,
Yeah.
sure. So as you make it down, You make it down relatively unhindered. You're not that heavy. You know how. Yeah. You're fine. You, on the other hand, as you grab the rope, you start making your way down, feeling pretty confident. But then, as you go to hand under hand, you just grab one side of the rope instead of both pieces of rope, and you like.
All right, time when we done.
What was that?
How loud did you fall?
It was a sizable thump from the 4th floor.
Do I take any damage?
I also
Yes, you would.
screamed.
You did also scream.
I land on the small
I'll
child?
definitely turn around from that.
I will reduce the damage by 1d6 because you landed into bushes.
Is it out the front of the
On
house?
luft.
8 points of damage.
Is it within sight of
I guess that's
where that window was?
No.
That was a screech.
But I would hear it.
Yes, you would hear.
That was a screech.
But yes, there is a screeching as well.
Jordan
Is what you guys hear.
Oh, shit. Okay. Are you okay, Luft?
Don't. I'm fine. You fell on your butt. Are you fine?
alright.
Okay,
Your
alright, well.
tailbone is in so much pain.
That's fine. It's...
Alright, come on, old man Jenkins, we gotta go. She grabs you by the... She just grabs you by the wrist and
So yeah,
pulls you
what
up.
the people who are on the inside, you hear. Can you please go check on that? What was that screaming noise?
Oh, well, that'd be the rest of our psychological clients. I was expecting a few more to come in. They were a bit late. I believe they were coming from the floating island, I believe. That's where they phoned in from anyway. It's likely that they just jumped off and had a bit of a heavy landing, you know? It's a long way up.
Make a deception check if this is right.
How tall? Who would be the tallest
With
out of
disadvantage, you said?
Yes. The tallest would be the older brother.
who is?
That's a 7.
Probably 6.
He's trying to aggressively hug anyone
Oh,
shorter
okay.
than
So
you.
we would be like okay.
I take out my speaker. And
What?
I take out my speaker.
Your speaker.
Here's the speaker. You bought one.
He bought one. For
Remember when I stocked up on all these
Yeah,
Chekhov's
remember.
guns?
Yeah, remember.
yeah.
Using them one after the other each episode.
I'm making sure to make use of every single thing that I've got.
Look, just gonna look at
into
you and
the
be like,
speaker, into the
"What are
speaker.
you doing?"
The sound that I will put into it for this instance is me stomping on the ground with a. So I put the sound of that into the speaker.
Sure.
And then
Is it just one?
just
Sound? Just one thumb?
just one thumb.
So just so you know how the magic item works, right? That, regardless of how long the sound itself is, it will
repeat.
It will repeat, but based on the 1 minute intervals.
Yeah, so
Right.
it'll repeat for a minute.
No.
It'll go
Stomp once every
okay.
minute.
In that case, then I'll go like do,
Yeah.
and then
For a minute.
just like let's say for 40 seconds or so, not for the full minute.
Sure.
But I just want a good a good smother.
You got a good you got a good first pickup track.
and then I'll just hold on to that.
Sure.
You know I can infuse rocks with
As
sound,
Nitrick
right?
starts to walk off to investigate what's going on.
I can infuse things with sound.
So can I.
Yeah, but that's not... You're throwing a speaker.
Alright,
Okay.
everyone, we're gonna have to put this psychological meeting on hold until we wait for everyone to get back to the circle. In the meantime, does anyone want to talk about their day so far?
Miss Tanya, I would highly advise against using our residence as your venue for this psychological meeting. Perhaps we can recommend one of the local parks. I hear nature is very good for psychology. Maybe.
Well, I heard that too, but I was, after all, invited over by Nitrid, and it's very rude to refuse an invitation. He was very kind about it and all.
Nitrid was out of his right to invite you to our house.
Fired.
This
I
poor
will-
boy.
We're gonna get him.
I would highly recommend you take it elsewhere, and this is no longer a request.
Alright, that's quite fair enough. Alright, guys, when the Trid gets back, we're all gonna mosey on over to some local park or other speakeasy type place. If that's alright with everyone.
Is Nemu? So, can any of them just see Nemu? Not just like from say that everyone's looking this way. Would there be any way for them to see Nemu?
I mean, they're not all looking directly forward. There's like they're like taking seats and stuff. It is their house after all. They're just like getting comfy and stuff. They're all like sitting down. Some of the kids are just like heading up, to one of the workstations and stuff. You will be in eye shot of someone. You can't be. There is
Okay,
no way in this room specifically, unless you're hiding behind a curtain, to be out of eye shot of everyone.
Then
to see if
Can you make
everyone's
a stealth
got
check, please?
Stealth check?
Yeah.
Nebu kind of just grits her teeth and goes,
Well, that's a very
No, you know what? I think this place is perfect. I think that, we live in. Wait, I think your place is too perfect and beautiful for us to just go to a park. See, Netrid was so hospitable and nice to us.
I will stop you right there. This is our house, and you are now trespassing. So
I think we should respect the wishes of the homeowners.
Did you take the rope?
Stealth check?
Sure.
24.
You see, the thing
Involuntarily,
is,
I fell because I
Oh, you
accidentally jumped
grabbed one
aside.
side. Yeah, that's alright.
Oh, it's okay.
we don't want to get my poor friend Netrid into more trouble
I
than he
can't
already
lie. I've been
potentially
trying to think of
is
something I
in.
can say, but the second I open my mouth, I'll be questioned, and I'll be like,
Everyone.
Error 404.
Solomon's not built to lie.
You can tell that, Nemu is. When someone looks very calm, but you can tell on the inside they're ready to murder?
Yeah.
Why is this a feeling that Nemu experienced?
Because, to
They
her.
got kicked out.
Because these guys are,
It was so progressive.
they're potentially kidnapping kids. She's obviously considering she's.
Oh, that's a
very-
good point.
Yeah,
She
she's
sees
lawful-
she sees these guys as vicious enemies.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
despite being very lawful good, her lawful good makes her go, I actually hate these people so much.
Yeah.
So she's ready
Well,
to
that
just,
makes sense because lawful good is
and she's
one whole other side of the.
Robbie's just
spectrum.
projecting her lawful evil onto others.
Yeah. But
Sometimes
she's,
it be like
she's
that.
really holding back from just
both
going, I'm
eyes
about to
especially.
fucking kill you.
Yeah, she's about to unga bunga someone. Yeah.
Solomon,
Bippity boppity, those children aren't
Are
your
not
property.
your
you feel
property,
just
yeah,
coming
that's
up
true.
behind you. Just a very gentle but very heavy hand rests on your shoulder. Says, and whispers this so that it's not like Nemu instead of Natasha. Nemu, this is not when we seek to. These are not our adversaries yet.
You're,
There's merely a suspect in it.
you're right. But it's so hard not to get mad at something.
I see your
despicable.
tension. Fear not. We will find these children.
Thank you so much.
At which point, have you returned, or are you still sitting in the?
No,
we're standing
yeah, no.
outside.
So as you guys discussed it, the three guys head out and is coming around to the source of the thumping noise. So what would you guys like to do? This is
I'm standing at the source of the thumping noise. We got to explain it somehow.
It's Pooper Boy. Pooper Boy is coming. We gotta. I'm gonna listen. If I hide,
Don't worry, just act natural.
Toby?
I could play on the speaker, and it goes do, and I just go like, my name is Toby, and I'm feeling fine. I never complain, I never whine. And then I turn and I see, yes, and you're looking, and then I turn and I see him, and I go like, what are you doing here?
We heard some noise outside and we come to investigate.
it's
Oh,
family
well,
band
yeah.
practice.
Hey,
Nevar's ghost is about
turn
to
it down a little bit. You made noise.
You're the one who's thumping.
Yeah, look, I had to take over the percussion because you were doing it too loudly. I'm sorry about this. We were looking for your bathrooms. We were looking for an outhouse. Do you have an outhouse around here?
No. All our facilities are located. Make a deception check.
Nevar's ghost is screaming.
Can I do it at advantage? Wait. I'm going to ask for advantage if I ask, I really gotta pee.
No, this is lying about the music.
Oh, okay.
I really got a music.
10.
Uh-oh.
Should I throw out my cup noodle even though it's full of liquid?
I don't know.
I put it
guess.
aside.
You're not gonna drink the liquid.
I drink the liquid.
Yeah, but
Not meagering.
Not niggering cup noodles.
what is the liquid?
The leftover soup from the cup noodles.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You guys are in the band?
Yeah.
No, we shouldn't jump ahead of ourselves. We're planning to be in a band. And if only Nina would decide to, I don't know, take up a real instrument other than banging on the side and clicking stuff.
Hey, Toby, have you ever, looked at your feet?
Not recently, why?
Yeah, because you're like a fucking elephant. If you're really going to claim that I can make half the amount of sound that your like giant bongos attached to the end of your legs can make.
Okay, so you're just gonna bring this up again. You're just gonna make it personal. This is what you're doing to me. You're making it personal.
You did it last time.
Oh, we're gonna bring up last time. I said I was sorry, didn't I?
Not enough.
Oh. He said, please, look.
It's okay. I know his feet are like elephant feet. It's very distracting.
You think it was too loud, right? That bang before, you think that was too loud?
The mistress of the house heard the noise and she said,
oh my god, you woke her up, you suck.
You're the one who made the band.
I did not.
but if you are thinking of starting a band, I know how to play some instruments.
Can you play the guitar?
I can learn. I know how to.
What do you know?
I know how to play the harp.
You know what?
I know how to play the harp.
Harp?
The guy just lost a job.
Oh, that's so
real
instruments.
What do you define as a real instrument?
Who's gonna kill you now?
What do you define as a real instrument?
Something that you could describe as rockin'.
A rocking
Wait,
I'm not very good, but I have played the drums before.
27.
I'm not very good, but I have played the drums before.
Do you have a business card?
He pulls out like a little piece of paper, writes, Enriya, Eclach residence.
Thanks. We'll call you if we we'll send a pigeon if we need your help. I slide it into my pocket.
I can make a pigeon.
Our friends done yet? We have another appointment. We sort of need to be getting out of here.
They're having a psychology session inside the house.
That's classic.
Oh.
Good job.
Let me guess, Tanya?
I got that before.
Yeah, it's Tanya.
Okay. Come on, Nina. Let's go gather our friends and go.
Yeah, we should probably leave.
Nivara's ghost is shaking right now. She's just like, I can sense.
There's a disturbance in the floor.
We head towards the front door of the house.
As we're walking there, I whisper to you, like, that was the worst. I'm sorry, I don't mean you have elephant feet.
It's fine. You did well.
Okay, cool.
So you guys are headed. The train heads in with you. So as the train heads, he walks over to the mother and the father and brings them aside and they just start whispering about something.
Alright everybody, Natrid's back. Let's get this party moving. Come on, Natrid, we've got some more psychology to do.
Wait, more psychology?
Well, of course. Now that everyone's here.
Now, Tanya, I think we should be heading off.
Oh yeah, that's what we've been asked to do.
Why would you guys head off? Says the mother. Natrid just told me that you guys came looking for us.
Well,
and we were here. I assume.
We did.
I assume that they looked after you.
I thought perhaps that the implication was you wanted us to go. But if you're okay with talking to us,
well, no, I'm okay if this is some sort of business engagement.
It is official business.
No, I'm not. What I'm not okay with is my living room being used as a communal space for a psychology session.
Completely understandable. Tanya, we might have to save the psychology session for later.
Well, that's most unfortunate.
We'll make sure next time there's a psychology session, we'll make it official. We'll make sure that, maybe the information wasn't passed up to you. That's understandable. Sometimes that happens. Wires get crossed. But for now, we're here on official business. Are you aware of Theodore? What's his face? What's his last name?
Royal.
Huh?
Royal.
Oh, that's not right.
We come under the seal of
What is Theodore's last name?
the sovereign Theodore of the nation of Pandora. It's called
Pandora.
Pandora.
Alan, Arin.
For that sweet.
Arin? Might be
I
Arin.
want to try something in Arin for a second.
and we're in Zerana.
Torsalo.
Yeah, it's from Arin.
Torsalo.
So I want to do something in Arin.
Where was Arin?
Theodore what, sorry?
Torsalo. Torsalo.
Oh, DM. I want to do something in a second.
Torsalo. S-A-L-O.
Okay.
Sorry, that's Devin said, yeah.
I just want to try something. Can I please use? Can I use wild shape?
What are you gonna turn it into?
An ant.
Sure. You turn it into an ant.
Yeah.
Make a stealth check to make sure it goes on to you.
Now I've got to fear if I get caught, I've got to make sure I don't get stepped on.
No, you turn it into an ant. As long as you've seen an ant once before in your life, you can turn into an ant.
That's a 5.
Roll to see if you've seen
Wait, hold on, what is it? Deception?
Deception. So no, stealth. Stealth.
5.
5.
It's very loud.
I'm not even.
the world's biggest ant.
Well, no, it's more for the incantation to turn.
Yeah.
And you.
It's very flashy.
So they were just like, what the fuck? She's.
Excuse me. What are you doing?
Well, she's an ant now, so she.
Well, yeah.
She don't fucking say anything else.
Well, they don't see the ant.
Wait, which one saw?
Like all of them. She rolled a 5.
In the middle of the room.
Yeah, she just turned into it.
Nice.
Hello, excuse me.
No, she thinks she's being stealthy, but walks into the middle of the room and turns into an ant.
No, yeah, she did the strange Dawson just
There's a
staring
table
down and
and
then turned into an ant.
Yeah. I mean, to them, you've basically gone invisible because they can't see the ant anymore. Where did she go?
I don't know if I can answer that. I don't know.
I can't answer that.
Our
so.
colleague was in residence with the.
Did I notice that she turned into an ant?
Make a perception check. Relatively high DC. You are trying to see an ant after all.
No, if there's any.
6. Is that high enough? Oh, come on. 6 is high enough.
This is 6.
Alright, then I don't.
Does my massive bulbous passive perception notice that she okay?
I'd say it's at least 20.
She's been on me before as an ant. Can I?
Has she?
Yes.
Can you telepathically communicate?
It was
with
a couple of sessions. I think a
if I know
session
she's
ago
an
because there was an ant and I flicked it off. Because
No, that's Gaston.
was that Gaston?
I think Gaston.
Dude, I'm thinking of the wrong campaign.
Is this
Sorry.
the thing that Devin does? It's like I tend to always talk to rats and do toilet-related stuff, and then
Devin
No,
just turns into an ant.
some people have a fursona. Devin has an antsona.
Yeah, but it's the perfect strat.
Sorry, I take everything back. Please continue.
So yeah, we're here on behalf of
No, wait. Where did she go?
I don't know. Should we all look for her?
Can I?
Oh yeah, I understand
use
it might
anything as an
make
ant?
you want to use
Pardon?
it.
Can I use anything in wild shape?
No,
Not
all of your
spells.
equipment turns into an ant with you.
Does my consciousness turn into an ant?
No.
Okay.
No, you maintain.
Mentally, you are
mental
still
states.
Nemu, but physically, you are an
So I'm
ant.
thinking, Ikoria, please forgive me for my transgressions.
Natasha, where are you?
But also,
But also, as an ant, I'm going to try and go. I'm gonna try and get myself upstairs.
it's gonna take a while, isn't it?
Actually, no, gonna go into the garden.
You're going to go into the garden?
Yeah.
Well, as you start to walk out, look, I'll talk to you about your
Let's get this
business
sorted first,
in a
then we'll talk
second.
about business.
But
That's
but first, we need to find your compatriot, and she casts a spell, and you immediately pop back into your form. You are back to normal.
Natasha, there you are.
Where did you go?
Yes. Now you see.
Social anxiety.
And here I was
She got
thinking
scared.
that this person was so full of negative, malicious, psychotic energy that she simply just ceased to be.
I must admit.
You know what happens? I learned in my time at university, Yale University, for those who aren't familiar. Apparently, if you have enough negative energy all welled up inside of you, you simply just pop almost and just stop existing. I thought that's what had happened. Apparently not.
I must apologize. I'm not good at confrontation, and I thought if I could make some sort of exit. It's a very unique means of leaving.
What are you up to, you psycho?
Excuse me. I'm going to pretend I didn't hear
This
that.
is an entire performance one.
I apologize for trespassing. I got too scared of the confrontation. I tried to leave.
What do you make of this, Natrid?
What do you need Natrid's opinion?
Well, Natrid was the first one who successfully identified Natasha as a psycho. I'd like to hear him weigh in on the situation.
In my defense, not only was I influenced by tea, but it's a cultural thing in my town to be very affectionate and loving to people you care about.
I'm not going to weigh in on this situation, Miss Zamia, because I don't want to offend her.
Don't worry, you already have.
That's very humble of you, but I don't appreciate you going back on your word. And I'll keep that in mind. You Spanish boy.
Could Solomon step forward at this point and be like, I apologize for the unrelated incidents. This is a very disorganized meeting we have tried to procure with you. We come here as representatives of the sovereign Theodore. I take it you have, given your standing in the city, you have likely heard of the disturbance over the recent peace talks.
I indeed have.
The disruption.
We're sort of peacemakers in a way. We're trying to remedy the mistakes that were made at the peace talks, and unfortunately there was some bad management choices, which is why there's so many of us. They didn't quite know. And the thing is, they said so many different things, like myself and Nina here are musicians. Like, they sent us to do the musician stuff to cheer people up. They sent a psychologist to help out with the psychology side. It just all became such a mess, if you understand that. But we're here for peace talks.
Our main concern is not necessarily negotiating, but ensuring that you are still open to a form of negotiation.
We are open. Might I ask one question? Why is your pet cat behind the curtain?
You can't see me.
Ah, yes.
That's not
Our pet cat.
All they see is the tail.
She's just
How would they see a tail if there's the curtains here and I'm peering
Oh, you're
behind
peeking.
that?
Okay, then they see fur. They see something. They saw
Just an
something.
eye.
They see something.
Something to get me out from behind the curtains.
Well, yes, but also I did roll for them. One of them rolled above you.
He is unfortunately skittish and confrontational. My apologies, and once again I'll put a hand behind the curtain, drag you back.
This is a problem, right? They don't send soldiers, they send diplomats, or not even diplomats, they send people to relate to other people, you know what I mean? So they tend to not be the most socially there, so some of them end up trying to get away from confrontation in any ways that they can, such as turning into ants or hiding behind curtains.
I wasn't always a cat.
But that's not the idea. If you want, most of our compatriots can go outside and wait to not distract you all.
If this is the entourage that must that has been sent, then I want to hear everyone's unique perspective.
Beautiful. That is why they sent it in the first place. So
my question here is, why our family? We don't.
Because your family are quite respected among these people.
Sure, your kind words mean a lot, but we don't have any political influence.
Influence. You know what political influence is? Charisma is political influence. Your family is one of the most charismatic families that we've come across. Otherwise, we wouldn't even know who you are. We've heard the name Eclach echoed throughout the land. You guys have more power than you think. You may not think you do, because we can't see our own positivities. We can't see our own good traits.
Luft was nodding, and now she's like, where is this going?
What you guys have is you guys have way more power than you think, just by what you say. If you agree with something, the people will follow. And that's why we want you guys to
promote our band.
we have a
we want you to follow us on Twitter, Instagram.
All I'm asking for is one.
Can you check out our demos, please?
So I just want to make sure that we're accounting for the needs of the families who speak for the people. And we think you're one of the families that speak for the people.
Right. How may we help you with your quest?
That would be wonderful.
How may we help you?
Oh, I thought he said how maybe. Sorry, so much drumming, my hearing's out.
How can we help you?
Well,
yes.
We want to know what concerns you about this city right now, at this very time. What do you want to be fixed?
Well, there's a lot of mistrust around the peace negotiations. I mean, if I'm not mistaken, there was an attack upon the docks.
Yeah, unfortunately so.
Yeah, that's what we hear anyway. Which means that either their side has chosen to frame us for the attack, or vice versa. One of us or both of us are in the dark about something nefarious.
Yeah, of course, and we're looking into that. Not us personally, our group's just peacemakers, but the government's looking into it.
All of you make an insight check.
Thank you. I was about to just say, can I make an insight check on what she just said? Because that was worded real weird. That's going to be a natural 2023.
I rolled a natural one, don't worry about it.
11.
I got a cool 7.
Wait,
I got a
sorry, it
natural
was.
one.
Wait, sorry, it was
Insight.
It was
fucking
insight.
insight. Good. Okay.
Yeah, I literally was going to say, can I make an insight check of what this lady just said? Because she literally said
Yeah,
so much damage
not related to that. but
from
just,
what we heard.
13.
I was like, huh? Sure.
13.
From your insight checks,
13.
Yeah.
yeah. So from your insight checks, since you all beat it. Wait, what did you roll?
Me? 19.
Okay. Yeah, so from all of your insight checks, this definitely isn't the first that she's hearing about this in any means. There's definitely some foreknowledge. Yeah, that's what you discern.
Okay.
Olivia, did you say you rolled a natural 20?
Yeah.
I got a 20 with mods.
Okay, well, I'll message you something, both of you.
I'll see.
But continue.
Yes.
Should we take a break before we
Yeah, let's do that.
while you're
They
messaging that
always seem to
stuff?
come so quickly after the first.
Well, no, we
Well,
also take
because
a
the
long-
first break went very
also took a
long,
long break.
so we have to make up for that. All right, we will be back soon. We'll see you soon. Bye.
Welcome back after our second and final break for the day. Let's jump right back in. Where were we going to left off? We were discussing your peace treaty or peacemaking. The party rolled an insight check, a few learning a bit more than the others. So, what would you guys like to do next?
So, I don't think you finished your thought fully. You were talking about mistrust.
Well, yes. There's no. Obviously, our side of the conflict would say they sent assassins, and their side of the conflict would say we sent assassins.
Of course.
Breaking down that boundary of mistrust, that wall of mistrust, is a very.
I would also call them terrorists, not assassins. It's I don't know. I just think assassins are very motivated by a single important goal. Well, terrorists just sort of do random.
Tywin, are you defending your profession?
You might be.
Shut the fuck up.
We do not wish to label them as we sent or you sent any party.
I was gonna say
It is merely they were
like-
interrupted by an outside organization
Of terrorists.
of terrorists.
Okay.
However,
You seem very troubled by this. Terrorism, not assassination.
Because I think vernacular is very important when doing political talks.
I see. Continue. You were saying. By the way, your forum is interesting.
indeed,
Quite
I am not-
archaic, but some novel technologies displayed here that we have not explored so far. Some techniques lost to the edges.
Indeed, I am not nearly a modern model of my kind. I have
He has to find out how to reproduce.
Thank you. No, I was built many years ago, and I may have been built many more than I suspect. However, as you can see, I continue, and my form serves me well.
Rehas, come check this out. This is remarkable. Instead of a flowing ecosystem,
Is this the mother? Or
so
who's addressing
so
me?
the mother is talking to the father. The father has been addressed as Rehas. R-E-H-A-S. H-A-S.
Yes.
Rehas. Rehas, do check this out. Instead of a circulating ecosystem, this Warforge seems to have an inbuilt reservoir of Aether. Yes.
It is my understanding, yes.
Yes. The much more up-to-date models have they circulate through the body, giving them a bit more agility, a bit more
Indeed.
form-fitting factor.
It far more closely mimics the living form than my design. However, I believe I was limited by the design of my time. I take it you have some knowledge of both the creation and the inner workings of Autumn.
Well, me personally, no, but the house here, he works with he works with machinery a lot. And
Is that so? Where do you work?
Oh well, I run my own business with my wife and my children. We
On this estate?
No, of course not. This is more a playground of imagination, so to speak. This is where we can prototype, build, innovate, and then we take that to industrial scale, of course.
An industrial scale.
But what do you do?
I have not heard of you as a company. What do you call yourselves?
Currently, we work in agriculture, but the last year has been Erlan, sorry, E-R-L-A-N. This is the wife's name. E-R-L-A-N. Erlan. Erlan here has recently suggested that we also delve into pharmaceuticals and other various, industries.
Oh,
Wow.
So they're not working under a company name or something, are they?
Well, no, they
Just the Eclach families.
Yeah, that is the
their enterprise. I see.
It's an interesting profession, or say a business to get into. Very admirable.
Well, once again, just addressing the father.
if either of us has time to spare, I would be delighted to discuss matters of the industrial with you at some point in the future.
Maybe you could give him a tour or something.
Tywin, I'm sure we won't trouble our hosts with that
It's
just
just
yet.
a request. I mean, like, you guys don't have to. I'm just saying, like, the thing is, like, this is a sort of like sharing of technology that like helps peace talks. You know, when if you like give Solomon a tour, maybe we'll go back and we'll talk to the people back where we come from about.
No, Tywin, I assure you
we
this
can give them some information.
This interest is purely personal. I would not use it to wage any form of agreement.
Actually, so you in the medical profession?
But
Sorry, what was that?
So you, pharmaceuticals, so you guys have like dabbled in the medical profession?
Of course, yes. I myself am a biologist, specifically a botanist, but I have also delved in a human and animal biology. But plants have always been my interest, of course.
Please, if you, normally I wouldn't ask, but I'm curious. And she stands up, so you, like when she stands up, she obviously like wobbles a little bit. Since I was born, I've always been very, it's hard for me to stay balanced. I'm often very clumsy. I was wondering if you know if there's a way to fix that.
Well, there's no very trivial means. A walking stick would help with stability, but if you're looking for something a bit more technologically advanced, you could look into either some sort of exoskeleton, or you could look into specifically replacing body parts. Of course, that is a bit extreme, of course, for a balance issue, but it is, of course, up to your discretion.
I was thinking more in the medical, a walking stick. When I lived with my family, they tried a walking stick. It helped a little, but it was difficult. I feel a little in here.
Cognitively, there's not much you can do in terms of balance. As I said, any sort of enhancement on the level of balance would strictly be physical, like a physical aid of some kind.
I see. I'll consider. Thank you.
Can I just ask, can you describe the wheelchair she's into?
Yeah.
Is it just like a basic one that she's being pushed around in, or is it
No,
something
it's like one of those motorized like electric scooters type thing. She's got little joysticks and
Professor X, motherfucker.
When you sometimes see like one of the children come up and like help her around, but then she like swallow them away and be like, I've got this on my own. I can manage.
Can I cast detect magic on myself, please?
Sure, are you trying to do this subtly?
No, I'm doing it openly. If you wouldn't mind, 1 second, and I would like to just cast on myself, and I can sense presence of magic items or things that are affected by magic within 30 feet of me. Is it magical at all?
Yeah, it's definitely magical.
Oh, cool. If I might inquire, as I said, I'm very much interested in learning the edifices of the artificer, as is my companion here. I noticed that wheelchair of yours propels itself. I take it it's not through mundane means?
Well, that is one of its many functions, yes. Primarily it is a mobility aid, but it has been modified to overcome the pains of ascending and descending stairs. Generally, that is one of its many functions, to help me along.
Would you mind explaining the principle? And as I do it, I'd like to go up to her as I just like inspect how, if once again, if you do not mind, madam, I am intensely curious with the creation and the use of magical items. As such, I take it this was not designed by you?
Well, it was designed by my husband. And
indeed.
It was designed by my husband. And it was infused by my lovely son. She gestures to one of the twins.
You have the ability to create items such as this? If I may, and I'd like to gesture in such a sense. As I'm talking, could I cast Identify on it?
Sure.
Okay.
It is a mobility aid.
Yep.
Wheelchair.
Oh, yeah, this is, I think I've seen this.
But, there's more. over time is constantly providing a source of healing, so that any pain she's in is nullified, basically. And that's the extent of what your identify tells you.
Oh, okay. So it doesn't tell me the foot. Do I reckon there's something held back by it?
Or like empowered by blood,
or is that just as are you saying that there's more, or is
there is more?
That's,
but your
you don't want to
first
tell me.
no. Your first level spell cannot identify the other features.
Can I upcast identify? Okay.
You can upcast identify. It doesn't have any bonus, but any extra benefits. You need something like I don't know, like divination or something to.
Okay. Bugger. Alrighty then. It seems.
Or you could get her to like do some sort of check. I don't know.
Yeah, I was just asking. Can I ask about it then? Have you built anything extra into the chair? It does not seem to respond to the normal methods I would use to investigate an item of such quality.
If need be, I can gain the ability to just walk around like normal. It is extremely draining on my person, which is why if you've identified this, you would know about its healing capabilities.
I understand.
Yeah, it's extremely draining, but essentially it sets me up so that I can walk around. This will exhaust me, of course, so the wheelchair is my preferred mode of transport.
Well, thank you very much for the insight into such an incredible piece of arcane technology.
Can I see anything? Is anything about it from where I'm standing particularly striking? Can I do any kind of check for
Sure,
it?
make an Arcana check.
Arcana?
It
6.
has 2 wheels.
Never mind. Don't worry about it.
Even with a 6, you can see there is a piece of metal embedded directly into a brainstem.
Wow. It's like
and that responds to the chair?
Specifically when she's trying to like hover up or levitate like across stairs.
Cool.
It allows her to do so.
Nice. And finally, just because I've got it active, do I notice anything else with detect magic?
The fireplace has a distinct aura of conjuration. The plasma screen has a distinct aura of illusion. And the... No, that's it.
Okay, cool.
Not the arm.
Oh yeah. The arm, the metal arm that the brother has evocation. And that's it.
Nice. So they're basically artificers like you, man. We did learn that actually, though, didn't we?
A little bit.
You learned that the father is an engineer, the mother is a biologist of some kind.
Yeah.
The oldest son you're unsure of. The
2 middle ones.
The twins, the son takes after his dad, but in a more magic sense. And the mother, and the sister is kind of like a jack of all trades kind of thing. Deal.
Okay. Thank you.
Whoa!
But we hit the old dusty tree.
I'm feeling like we might be, we've asked a lot of questions, and I'm sure y'all want to get back to your day. You came in here, probably with something to do, something important that you were going to, and we don't want to intrude for any longer.
Unless you wouldn't have a turn asking us some questions.
Well, I mean...
Is there anything we can provide before we return?
If the offer is open, why specifically the lot of you? Why have you been chosen specifically?
You want to know...
Why have the 8 of you specifically been chosen as beasts?
Do you want to know the individual reasons that I believe that, from what I was told?
I'll just hear from the individuals themselves. Why specifically have you been chosen as a peacemaker?
To be fair, I don't know if...
Yeah?
I don't know if you were told, were you?
No.
I'm not asking what the reasons the employers have. What reason did you have? Why have you?
We were collectively chosen.
It's actually a little embarrassing.
Because we were
Sorry,
all...
what were you saying?
It was a little embarrassing. I kind of bumped into them and just kind of tagged along, and they've let me be with them since. So, no, not really much of a reason, but
I was here as a peacemaker. I'm here for religious reasons. So I'm here to help deal with any religious kind of causes or any religious
And a spiritual link to the community.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you. Sometimes it's hard for me to find the right words. Thank
I
you.
also got to go on an airship.
She's an entertainer for the kids. She's a very kid orientated. Yeah.
I, like many of the others here, were at the meeting among the different factions up in the Sky City. And
you were there for the assault itself.
we were.
I see.
And when this happened, we all sprang to action for our own reasons. I was there because there was, of course, a high-tension sort of situation, which a psychologist would be potentially needed. In case a row broke out, I could help settle everyone down. However, my skills were needed in a different way, in which our friend Theodore, who had recently been kidnapped, needed some consoling, and I was there to help. And because of my actions on that day, in both saving and helping him in the aftermath, we were all chosen to go and represent the floating continent.
But I wasn't there at that time.
I gathered as much, thank you.
I was merely hired by the Sovereign as a means of protection for this group. Indeed, we've seen our fair share of trouble arriving here, and to serve as a religious council similar to my companion here, representing the Church of Palor.
I'm a traveling musician who can hold his own with a crossbow, and I'm also someone who's gone through some pretty important recovery therapy. As you can see, I got bandages on my arm from a terrible injury that I went through, and so I can help others recover in much the same way.
Would you be interested in similar technology to what my son over here designs?
What does your son design?
Well, no,
His rubber arm.
Yeah, and Cedric, come over here. And she shows you like a metal arm that basically starts like up here and goes all the way down. For what you see, it's pretty like well responsive, full range of motion.
Dude, you could get your level 2
Does
back.
otherwise look like an arm and hand?
Huh?
Does it look? Is it like a good replica of an arm and hand, or is it like clearly?
It's very
that's the
clearly
thing,
like a metal.
Yeah.
But like parts of it have been designed to like replicate.
Think Winter Soldier. It's like
Yeah,
simple sort of.
When she moves it, can
Once
I see
again-
anything with the transmitter activating again?
No, she's not the one that weird.
This is him.
This is the oldest son.
When the sun moves.
Oh,
his
does
arm,
he have
the mother-
the
Make a
thing?
perception check.
Okay.
And once again, I'll reach out if I may. This is incredible technology.
Me too.
May I
17.
cast-
Yeah, he does have one as well.
Okay.
May I cast Identify again?
Sure.
That is another reason why I cannot take up your offer. For religious reasons, in my town, in my city, taking non-organic medical. I'm trying to pronounce.
Eight.
Yeah.
Getting any sort of non-organic medical aids is.
Well, it doesn't have to look like this. This is just what we thought was best. If you want something made out of like wood or bone,
Living wood.
it doesn't have to be made of metal. Metal is just the strongest material that we chose to. Obviously, your replacement would be slightly weaker, but it would have all the same functionality.
I'm sorry, I cannot. But I mean, don't disrespect.
Understandable.
For you too.
For you two.
I understand.
You're right. If I can basically go up to this person with the arm and just kind of.
I mean, he looks a little like peeved out as the two of you approach him, but he doesn't stop
concern here.
you. As you cast Identify, I mean, similar to like kind of like it's
The suits.
it is a prosthetic that has the capabilities of like basically rocket punching.
So how long have you had it for?
Ever since I was a child, really. I've had it since I was about 5 or so.
Did you like lose your arm or something, or did you
Yes.
just replace it so you can do like?
No. I lost it. I lost it working with the family. Some heavy machinery crushed part of my arm, and basically it was either amputated or.
Oh, what kind of machine?
It was just a kind of like a metal bending press.
I don't think we ever got to my two companions over here about why they're here.
Thank you, Natasha.
Metal grinning
You're
Chris right
welcome.
to hurt his arm.
No, it was
I simply
That's what I'm saying.
did some work for the government.
He said it was a
Personally,
metal
I
bending
was
press.
personally I was not appreciative of this conflict between Zorana and Arin, and being partly responsible for the safety measures taken for that particular meeting. I was not there, but maybe partly due to guilt, I decided to sign myself up for this group.
Okay. Then what about yourself?
I am merely a note taker, student of knowledge.
Right. Well, thank you for your. Did you want to say something?
What? Huh? Oh,
You look like you had something.
no. Well, I mean, I'm the technological aspect of this team.
I see. Of course, a very well fleshed out party.
You should get used to saying you're also going to be in a band with me soon. I would like if we at least advertise that a little bit beforehand.
Yes.
So that we get some more people at our gigs.
I'm
course,
still
if you're
working
interested,
on the
I can-
guitar.
I can.
Do you know any vendors?
I mean, there are some town halls that you can perform at. I can spread the word.
Do they like the lyre? And I like.
Of course. But if you're interested, we can spread the word to our friends. Or...
We do all sorts of events. We do like work parties. Do you have any work parties coming up? Like, do you have any work parties come up that you want us to like come
Do
perform at
birthdays, weddings,
in the
funerals?
employee room? You know.
Luft is
If
looking
you
at you
leave
now, and
us
she's
some
like,
sort of contact, we can contact you. If need be.
Yeah.
Not at the time being, but for sure, if your services are required, what is your band name?
Our band name.
Yeah, what is your band name?
It's a bit embarrassing.
Yeah.
You actually want to hear it?
Yes, I'm very good.
All right.
Improv, you bitch.
It's Raging Bolt.
Not Tywin and the short shots.
My name's not fucking Tywin.
because I am not currently Tywin.
It's heavy. Well, it's Tyler's as
Well,
well.
I
We've
am.
got to do
Have you performed anywhere yet, or will
We're just getting started.
So your next performance will
unfortunately.
be a debut?
They've played in some local
Yeah, we
bars.
want to start. We want to start with just some, casual working folks.
Well,
The common man.
we do have an employee award ceremony coming up that we might employ.
An employee what?
Award ceremony.
Oh yeah. Where are you holding that?
Kids.
You were asking about the venues. We're thinking of maybe using one of the local town halls, or maybe even one of our many parks that we have on the estate itself.
Okay, that sounds like just the right kind of gig for us, doesn't it, Nia?
Yeah. Yes. Yep.
They won't let me join that band.
No, why not? Why can't Kat join your band?
We've literally
That's a
never.
very good
you've
point.
never asked.
That's also a very good point.
You've never asked.
I see.
Why did you? Can you play an instrument?
No.
There you go.
Well, it's been lovely to.
Of course, it's been lovely to meet you two. I'm sorry that it's been a bit of a chaotic sort of
Maybe
thing.
we'll meet on slightly more stable ground next time.
I hope so. Maybe at the event.
Of course.
How long until the event?
Well, we haven't set out the date yet, but it's going to be somewhere maybe in the next month or so.
Okay, if we're still in town,
give
us a holler.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah,
definitely if you just give us like something that's unique to only you, we can contact you via that.
Okay. All right. I will.
No reason. It's just.
I will take out one of my business cards and paint over it.
Sure.
What? In front of them. It's fine. I'll paint over it. And then.
Just prime it up.
I'm actually about to have a panic attack.
And then I'll.
He's a certified.
And then I'll hand it over, and go like, "This is just a piece of paper." I made sure it was unique, so that you remember and don't just think it's a random piece of paper.
No worries. Can we take a quick break? I need to use it.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
We'll be back in a
Ladies
second.
and gentlemen, we'll be right back.
We'll be right back. Sorry about that. Quick break. We are right back. Let's jump in. So, as you guys finish up the conversations, what would you guys like to do next?
I'd like to say, could I please do a blessing on you before I leave?
Sure.
Now, before I do
Which
this,
one?
am I allowed to know if they know any languages?
You've seen them speak common and undercommon, and that's all you've heard them speak.
Okay.
Wait, they spoke undercommon?
Between the 8 of you.
Okay.
Between the 8 of you, you could feasibly figure out that they speak undercommon, because one of you does. I guarantee one of you speaks undercommon.
Also, one of us probably.
I speak undercommon.
Yeah, there you go.
One of us probably knows a bit about Drow, don't they?
I'm going to in Celestial.
I know that.
I know that one too.
You have to tell me what it says. Yep.
So in Celestial, before I do it, so you both know Celestial?
Yep.
I look at you both with a kind of like, please don't say nothing.
Are you? Yep.
And I go,
Power kill.
now pretend
The mansion
this is my
explodes.
amulet. I go, Nicodia, please bless those who have been kidnapped, and may this family rot for the sins they have committed. May they burn in
Jesus Christ! Luft is standing there like, this is pretty.
What is the hell called?
Wait, what language?
Avernus.
Avernus.
It's literally just the 9 hells.
Yeah, you can just call it the 9 hells.
If these are those who kidnapped the children, may they burn in the 9 hells.
I hope I don't understand the celestial.
Yeah, you know what, whatever.
It's fine, doesn't matter.
They look down at you. The audacity.
Make a perception check.
And they're just like, it's like, you know,
Sneeze.
excuse me, I'm actually deaf. You can't.
Make a perception check.
If this is a 1,
Just her.
if this is not,
She's the one that's closest to them, like currently.
I'm gonna commit
Crime.
in the arms of a nat 1.
No!
Again.
I mean, yeah.
It's a 6 if it helps.
A 6?
A 6 would help. You see just the daughter lock eyes with you, and she looks at you like, "That was beautiful, thank you. I love that. That was very nice."
Get out inside that.
Yeah, can we insight check that?
Damn.
Is she sounding sarcastic?
Just because I know what she said and I know that she's responding in it.
Yeah. No, she's not responding in Celestial.
No, she's responding
in
to
common.
She's responding
Oh, yeah,
to her
but still
though. That's an
responding to
18.
that.
14?
18?
Yeah.
Oh, she's not bluffing. She understood all of that.
She
wait,
heard
can I
all
go?
of it?
Yeah.
Huh?
Wait, should I roll for that too?
Yeah, roll an insight.
I don't know.
15.
I don't know what
Yeah,
you
she
said.
understood you.
And I give.
Oh,
That was beautiful, thank you.
At which point Solomon will just say, I think it best that we leave.
Thank you. I'm
Thank you
glad
again for your
enjoyed
hospitality and not so much for the tea.
I didn't know you could speak more languages. What was that one?
It. What?
Was that?
It is time we left.
Wait,
Oh.
how did? I thought you knew I spoke. You
Well,
know, I think.
I think I know bits and pieces, but I'm not quite sure. Like just kind of like the keywords, like
Literally,
my
if you could see
name
them
is
all, please, that would be
Marley,
lovely.
and this is our dog, and yeah, just that would.
Just those 2 sentences. In whatever order you want to use them in.
Where is
my
the
name
bathroom?
is Marley Dog. This is Marley Dog.
Bathroom.
Like,
You just
learn
say
dog
that and
instead of
everyone's like-
cat.
I can feign ignorance.
Anyway, yes, if you could see them all, please, that would be lovely.
It's lovely meeting you. Touch his hands. Vision.
Who here speaks Undercommon?
Only Jordan.
Okay. You see the mother turn to Helena and say,
Helena, the daughter?
"Yes, sweetie, just make sure they get to wherever they're headed safely."
Okay.
And off we go. Let's get the hell out of here. It's wherever else we're staying in
Let's
the
go,
city.
everyone.
I don't mean to be forward, but do you mind if I have a
Jesus
souvenir?
Christ, I'm gonna
It's
do
a
so
really
much
nice
fucking
place.
legwork for this shit.
What would you have?
I don't know. It could be anything.
Right, well, it's-
Alright, that's bolted down. So.
You can have the flower.
Awesome.
That's
I
real cute,
will
actually.
treasure this for at least today.
Okay.
I'll take it off of you once you don't want it.
Well, now I do want it. Shall we go?
Would you also like the flower?
No, but then it's not as meaningful. Then I'm gonna get something else.
devalue
I
it.
give
If
you
I
a
may.
different flower.
If I may.
I'm quite interested in the power of plants myself.
That is a very good interest to have in the plants are a method of reclaiming the earth.
If you ever wanted, I would like to learn more. And I draw a Kanos symbol and just pass it on. Just send a message to here.
Yeah, she takes it. Yeah, and you guys are escorted out by
Extorted.
Extorted. You are escorted out by Nitrid. No, thank you, guys. It was very fun, if not a little strange. I hope your band goes well. If you need any musicians, let me know.
Keep
Got
in
your
touch.
card.
Keep in touch with us, okay?
I'll do my best.
I hope your tummy feels better.
Oh, yes.
And if you ever need more psychological assistance, I'm always happy to help.
I don't actually know if you had any tummy troubles. It just sounded like you did, so I just kind of...
Oh, no, don't worry. I wasn't very subtle about that either.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah. What would you guys actually do next?
Where do we have somewhere we're staying in the city?
You arrived the first thing you did was walk.
Yeah.
Is the daughter still with us?
No.
No?
Well,
How far did she...
Make a perception check. All of you can make a perception check. Tyron, you can make it
What
with
is with
advantage
my
because
shit
you actually know
rolls
that
today? God
she
damn.
coming up.
I got
14? 10?
19.
Oh wait, no, hold on. Perception, yeah? Yeah, 10.
23.
10.
17.
17.
I was thinking of random high numbers, so I thought you said 17.
Okay, so who rolled above a 22?
That's
Okay.
good.
You see her follow you, like, out to the door. And as you guys continue to head out, like, onto the main thoroughfare, you see her form kind of just mesh into the shadows. Like, literally melt into the shadows.
I've still got detect magic up.
Yeah. You get an aura of conjuration? I'll say. This isn't a specific spell from the...
Yeah, it's more like
an
an
effect.
ability or an effect, okay. Ah.
So, so when we were in there, did anybody find anything that was worth noting to the rest of the group?
If Solomon had eyes, he
Let's,
would continue
Not
on.
talk about this.
Let's go far away. Let's find the furthest inn
I go.
that we can in the town.
Flowers in hair.
I turned to
But
Bertha.
Tywin, that's a whole lot of
Sorry,
work.
Devin, what were you
It's
saying?
probably got to be hours of walking.
Guys.
I'm fine with it.
No, it's okay.
I'm quite sure it's quite late in the
What's
afternoon.
No, let this keep going.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, I think we should walk as far as we can.
You feeling out of shape, Tywin? You're getting a bit self-conscious.
Sometimes a good bit of exercise is what we need, Tarina. Let's
Well, I
go,
suppose so.
Tarina.
We've been sitting around all day. I think it's probably best if we do some walking.
Alrighty then.
Yeah.
I was going to just turn to these two and say, I'm really sorry. I mean, whoops, wrong voice. I'm really sorry that, I said a prayer so explicit, but it's hard for me to contain such rage.
As I said, now is not yet the time to see these as adversaries, merely as suspects.
But there's just...
Your actions were hasty, and if they had understood us, which we suspect that their daughter has.
I agree.
Yes, I apologize again.
All she did was bless him. It's fine.
Yeah, what,
Do
You
also said
understand the
some
words of her
bad
prayer, look?
things.
Well, she said she's
Let's
just
put the
gonna.
highlight-
bless
First
did she
off,
say?
now before I
Was,
said...
did she not?
Yeah, no, I didn't.
She said that.
I
Wait,
did.
what
I
happened?
Actually, we should talk about this
Wait.
somewhere
what-
else.
Wait.
Somewhere else.
Yeah,
somewhere
yeah,
else.
somewhere else.
I think.
So why are you so insistent out of the estate to go somewhere else?
I think we should take a long walk to walk
Yes.
off all this city.
Tywin, I'm
around.
sure
But
you
why?
have contacts within this
You
city.
still have detect magic up, right?
I probably do.
And when it does,
Luft's attempting to speed walk away from the
You see, as you're just like walking, just strolling, you see appearing on the, like, about here on Tywin's neck, just imperceptibly so, just a, what color did you paint the card that you gave him?
Red.
You see a red runic glyph show up on his neck.
it's not visible to anyone else.
Well, before you get mad at me, remember, I think we've all done something here that's left a mark. So let's not act as if one
Tywin,
acts.
do you have contacts
so
within
you
this
can get
city
check
that we might find somewhere to stay? Or merely an inclination of where we could go?
Most likely, but it sometimes takes me a while to track them down. My contacts are always moving.
Then I suggest you find something quickly now. If we might, it would be wise to seek shelter for the evening before we decide further plans.
So do you reckon they'll want to see any of us, like, performing? Or are they just saying that to be nice?
I think there's a part of them that at some point wanted to see us performing. I don't know if they still want that. At the end there, it seemed like they didn't quite like us as much as when we walked in.
As
I don't think
as
they're
we
really
progress, then, having seen that, I'll just walk up to Tywin and just like say nothing, and I'll continue with him, hand on his back, and as a ritual, cast Identify.
On the spell?
On his person, which I learn which magical effects are affecting it.
Sure.
Or if any spells.
It's not a scry. It's a basically it's a sensor. It's not a scrying sensor. It's like a microphone. He's got a microphone attached to his neck, basically.
Got a bug on you.
With my detect magic, can I still sense the presence of anyone around us, or any other magic, like that
How long did
conjuration?
detect
you
magic
said?
last?
It only lasts 10 minutes, but I can recast it if you reckon it's expired.
I would say it's expired. So you
Okay,
can
so
recast it.
yeah, expand.
Sure.
And?
Oh, I can do that. I can also do that as a ritual. Thank you.
Is that proficient vicinity? Or
Are we at a far enough point now?
No. So the shadow thing is already detectable if you've got something that gives you a magical aura. There is nothing other than that will give away that she's there.
Are we at...
No. I mean, like, with Marley's person being in the room that things are identified and whatnot. Would that be?
Sorry. Yes. I should probably mention other than the accrued one that you know that the party has magical. You also mentioned the sense that a bracelet that Marley wears is magical.
Okay.
Anyway, so recasting it then, once again as a ritual, do I...
Make a perception check at advantage.
That's reset. It's only 14.
You do not see her.
Okay.
Are we at a point now where it would be more appropriate to talk about the events that...
That is up to the party to decide. If you think you're far enough, feel free to discuss.
I will drag Tywin up to an alley. Like nothing, no words, anything. I've said say nothing, and I've had my hand on his back for the last 10 minutes.
You're like breaking out from the party.
I will put a hand around his neck and immediately go into the shadows with him, away from everyone as I can, and push him up against the wall, sort of thing, like shield, like literally like shield hiding us from everyone if we can.
I want to procreate.
Yep.
Do you have a penis?
Since having a talk with Marley, I have watched some erotic films.
I grab Simon by the neck, pin him up against the wall. I want to
I demand
I have a working theory on how to create more warforges.
Solomon, what's the fucking meaning of this?
You just see like he plants his shield into the wall, so you're wedged there, and you just see this.
Do I see them walk up?
Yeah.
Can I?
Still with the hand around your neck.
I'll
At this point-
telepathically ask Solomon, is there a problem? What's happening?
We are being listened to. Once again, only through telepathy. At which point I'll take out.
Can you? He can't respond to you.
Can I respond? If I can't respond, then it doesn't matter. Then if I can see them, I'll just give a glare. You see, with Thaumaturgy, his eyes flare as a warning to stay back.
Okay.
Out of my pouch, I take a bit of parchment, and I will just write the information that they can hear everything we say on, and indicate that it is, and then like indicate with just a tap that it's on the side of his neck, and show it to him, preferably covered from everyone around it.
Sure.
Oh, okay.
I was going to go to Carithel and kind of go whisper. Is it now more appropriate to talk about what transpired?
I'm not quite sure.
I'm just... Do you not think that you...
Luft is just squatting on the floor.
But I'm sick of waiting. There are things I need to talk about. Like, I don't think any of us have actually thought about the consequences of what we've done.
I never even knew there was something between them.
I cast detect thoughts.
Detect thoughts.
Yes.
On who?
More like spyware.
On the area. I can.
Do you have to target a specific person though to detect their thoughts?
You can read the thoughts of certain creatures. When you cast this spell and your action, you can focus your mind on any creature you...
Sure, so that's what I'm asking. Who are you focusing on? You have to choose one person, and you can change that person each round.
So it's not like the top layer for people around you, and then if you want to investigate deeper and focus on that.
No. So how the spell works is the people around you are now susceptible to having their thoughts read. But each time you do it, like each time you use that power, you need to choose one person you want to read. You can't just be like, you can't Charles Xavier it. Yeah. You have to choose one person that you want to like.
We're all talking at the same time.
So who's that target want to be?
Well, it says later on when you cast the spell or as you're acting, you can.
Yeah, so you choose one person, and then later on, if you're like, okay, I'm done with you, now I want to move on to someone else. You can use that as like
when you cast your spell, you can search for thoughts within the.
Okay, so what are you searching for?
Someone who's following us, or anyone around within 30 feet.
Does the spell say you need to know, like, be able to see the creature?
You can see, yeah.
Yeah, it's a creature you can see, is what I'm saying. You need to name someone that you might be targeting. You can't. The spell doesn't allow for, like, if there is someone thinking about homicide, I will detect them.
Please stand up.
One homicide thought.
Homicide detected.
6.
Please note homicide in your area.
The proper authorities have been
I mean,
contacted.
like, the second to last paragraph to me sounds like I can detect minds within 30 feet, but it's up to
Yes, so you are open to every creature you can see.
Yes.
Every creature so this table here, I can choose any one of you to detect your thoughts, and then once I'm done with that Stuart, I can move on to Devon or Hamish and so forth.
I'm not sure if it's limited to people I see because it says I can penetrate barriers.
I'll read this spell myself. Just to.
It says you can see within 30 feet.
But go to the second to last paragraph.
For the duration.
Maybe that means like you can even go through windows.
Yeah, so you can detect a presence, but you can't read their thoughts.
Yes, but the presence is enough.
Okay. Yeah, that works.
Sure. So you can detect the presence. Yes, there are many presences that you cannot see. Is what you would get from that spell. If that is the use you're trying to use it for.
Many.
Well, yeah, there are people behind doors. There are people behind like other people.
We are in a city.
Yes.
Yeah.
So yes. Upon reading the spell, you can either literally read someone's thoughts,
Yeah.
or you can detect the presence
Of a conscious
of consciousness. But then, if you can't see them, you can't read their thoughts.
Yeah.
No, you can read their thoughts after you've detected them, apparently.
Yeah, once you detect the presence of a creature this way, you can read its thoughts for the rest of the duration.
So just see as many people as you can, go to somewhere you like, and then just kind of flick through people.
Okay.
Yeah. It will take me a while.
Okay.
But can I flick through every...
My only question with this spell usage is then how would you latch onto the specific person you're looking for?
You have to listen to
I
them.
wouldn't. That's what I'm saying.
Sorry, then make a intelligence check then to latch onto the right person. Sorry, I was confused about what the spell was even saying. It's a
7.
Takes a while.
Yeah.
You've probably got about 12 seconds of thoughts that you can read, but you find Helena specifically you can latch onto her.
Okay.
Do you want to just read her surface thoughts or probably?
For now, I'll just check her surface thoughts.
Sure. Currently, she on the surface is thinking about a specific invention that she has a design flaw with, and she's trying to patch it out.
Nemi, we are being followed by their daughter.
Yes.
Here, I take it I heard that, Hammond. Can I gesture you over and hand you the same note that I've just given him? And I won't give you the other one but I would like to give you the idea of the other one because it's fucking... No, you know what?
Wait,
That can
so-
stay in the bit. Fuck you. Anyway,
So who currently knows that a curse has been put on them?
I know it.
Okay,
Time
only the people who speak
You
Celestial.
know we're being followed.
Yeah.
You know. Sorry, these us
I'm
three
trying
know.
to
Us
know
three
if
know
we're
that
being
she was
followed.
like, "Ha, fuck you
Okay.
and Celestial."
Okay. Okay.
And I'll gesture over to you. Can you communicate? Is there any way I can respond to you at this point? If you got detect thoughts, you can read my mind, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
your spell runs out because you said you.
And I'm currently focusing on someone else.
Someone else.
Okay.
Actually,
And then-
So what were you saying, Devin?
Well,
Yeah.
I've been trying to say.
Sorry.
Yeah, no, it's okay. Yeah, well, we might be being followed, but I'm trying to talk to you about the fact that you blew up their fucking toilet, and they're gonna fucking see it. Like, I don't care for being followed because someone is going to see it anyway. Like,
that's why we ran away. We did a lot of things upstairs.
I mean, in all fairness, the Trid also exploded a toilet.
yes, but there's a difference between
From what I
a
hear.
toilet with
Wait, that's what the bang sound was?
him.
Okay, I'm
You blew. What happened?
No words, just point.
Did you have the laxative too? Is that? Oh my
I am
god.
ignoring all of this. For the last 6 seconds of my detect thoughts, I'm delving deeper.
Okay.
Okay, he's going into the matrix. I'm like,
safe.
he's
Well,
unconscious.
then I'm going
it
to
safe?
explain to you.
Yes.
Like, well,
So yeah, we're
22.
safe.
So weird.
Yeah, that
so
helps. And the spells
Calitho
are-
blew up a toilet,
But she also
my
knows that you were
God.
reading
but
books,
it's.
right?
I'm annoyed that. Do we? Has no one?
Failed, right?
Like, we just
No,
blew
it's
up a toilet. What are they
Spell
gonna
fails.
say when we get there?
I mean, they're rich. It probably doesn't matter for them.
Yeah, but I don't care how rich you are. When you go to a toilet, you see it's blown apart. What are they gonna say?
I love that how Lumi's main concern is that the toilet's blown.
They have really bad gas. Oh, let me tell you, once my uncle had to fix one of our toilets, and he thought putting a lighter down there was a good idea. The whole side of the ship blew up. It was really bad. My uncle's still alive, don't worry, but like,
So where did everyone go to the bathroom?
we just had to go to other people's for a while until that got fixed.
Yeah, but I'm just concerned about. So they see that, and they're going to follow up about a blown up bathroom.
Yeah, it might seem a
Quite
bit
a
strange,
problem.
huh?
Yeah,
I don't think I can do much about this either.
Unless we can somehow put it back on the T-boy, but we kind of already made him poop his pants.
No one knows to spell magic.
It's not like it's the
It's
top.
not
There's no way you
good.
can.
So I'm saying,
That's very specific.
there's nothing we can do to stop it.
Spell magic.
I mean, I was really tempted to just deafen them by booing with thaumaturgy, but it's Oh, well.
Have you seen this, man?
It's not a terrible strat, to be honest.
I'm good.
I will say, if you try to deafen them, you're also going to probably deafen Tywin.
That's what I'm well
Hey,
aware.
Solomon,
That's why do you think I'm
Solomon.
not
But like,
doing it?
if I cover my ears, like at least I'm prepared for it more than someone who's not prepared for it. Because they theoretically,
your inner health class today?
they theoretically can't see us. I mean, like obviously the girl is following us can, but like the people who are listening, assuming they're different people, can't see us.
I wouldn't get any inclination. No, I can't tell. You didn't get any inclination as to whether or not she was listening to you. It was someone else, you reckon?
Well,
As in, she wasn't. Her surface thoughts weren't saying, "I'm listening to this conversation," or I
no,
couldn't
the surface
rehear it.
thought she seemed distracted, and then I tried to delve deeper into more thoughts, but she succeeded the save, so the spell's over.
Okay. Right. Well, I don't know what to do right now then.
And at that point,
Solomon,
just
Solomon,
basically know
please,
that her
put him
thoughts being
down.
read,
You're gonna
Yes.
damage his
knows
singing
the thoughts being
voice.
read by the user.
Yes, that's
Just
the ladder,
gently,
the ladder.
like, hands off, shield away.
Right. So you,
And we wouldn't want
And-
that, would we?
No, we would
No,
not.
we wouldn't, Bartholomew.
Tazma, you do know that she now knows that it was you trying to read her thoughts,
It's
right?
too late. Someone already.
Wait, who? What? Who?
She knows that you specifically were trying to read her thoughts.
Well,
Well,
can she see me? Or...
Well, yes, she's following you.
Okay, so
like, but because the the save was a success. Yeah, basically finds out who was trying to delve into thoughts, and yeah.
Right.
Now, can you explain what all of this is about? I know you and him aren't on the best of terms, but
I suggest you
a
see.
random outburst.
I'm just
See the
gonna
missive I
telepathy to
passed.
everyone.
Yeah, you can do it.
Well, their daughter has placed some magic detection thing on Tywin. I think they can hear everything we're saying through him.
Hello.
I knew someone was gonna
You
do
hear a
it.
hello back. You just hear like a friend.
You knew someone was going to do it. I knew Marley was going to do it.
I let go of his neck and everything.
maybe
grabbing him
maybe
by the-
y'all should head to a faraway inn, and I should go stay at a different inn. I think I need some alone time tonight.
Make sure it is close, Tywin, but that does seem wise.
Yes, I'll make sure to get a nice place for myself.
No.
You guys get a nice place for yourself.
Wait a second. Look.
Before we did Devin say something? So,
Yes.
That's just
go on.
Well, now I've lost my flow. Nemi just goes, no, we shouldn't split up. What are the chances that if you're alone, you're perfectly vulnerable to if we're being followed or getting magic put on us?
I think it'll be fine because I don't think we're in any danger right now. We're just here for peace relations, and I'm just gonna practice some stuff in my in room. It'll be fine. Don't worry about me.
You're gonna sleep with the speaker on your
You
neck.
can just like get different rooms in the same inn.
I would like to be in a different inn.
No,
So wait a second, you say your thing first.
Fine. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, good.
Wait,
Yeah,
can I
go on,
say? Luff turns to Solix, turns him off, puts him in a bag, and turns to Trey and is like, can't hear what you can't read, bitch.
You know what? That's good.
Sign language actually comes in handy in this situation.
Hey, more inclusive campaign.
You have the fattest brain in the game.
So big brain.
It's not a high bar.
When Luff does that, I hand her a couple pieces of folded paper and I go, I got a present for you. Just keep it.
Is it the images?
Mhm.
It's images of you. 2 images specifically. One with your yellow eye and one with green eye. Calathon, as you guys discuss and stuff, you hear a voice in your head. Okay, so, you're very cute, but I think you should really be staying out of my head. Yeah, just like, know your limits, okay?
Kisses!
Kind of
You can respond if you want to.
Kind of rude, but like...
Perhaps stay out of ours, specifically Tywin's.
I'm not in your thoughts.
Technically, she's in his neck.
That's so much better.
That's more likely expelled by the. No, the mother's not even. Oh, no, the mother was magic the gifted, wasn't she? She cast a spell while we were there. She dispelled
Yeah.
the ants.
So, yeah, I'm not in your head, so by, like, treat others how you'd like to be treated, you shouldn't be in mine.
Bitch, you initiated it! What kind of double standard is this?
Yeah, bro, you're always in someone's head. You're like, hey, what nice thoughts you got there. We're like, what the fuck? now the boot's on the other foot here, and you're like, oh, wow, it's so weird. They are. Oh, I get it. I get it.
I'm
I'm not used to being
uncomfortable.
on the other side of it.
Okay.
Wow, this feels
Yeah,
pretty
I
bad.
literally start freaking out and looking for where she is.
As you look around and scan in the area, you see it again, and then fall into the shadows.
She was just over there. She's in my head. What is going on?
Come out!
I'm going to.
I sent Calliope in that direction.
Okay.
I want to very uncomfortably get close to the little mark on Tywin's
There
neck.
isn't one.
There isn't one unless
It's only
there is one there, but it's only visual. He only saw it because he was looking for magic.
Okay, well then Nemu is going to uncomfortably just go to his neck and go and speak in Celestial.
Yep.
Don't worry, it's all good.
Okay.
And just go.
Really?
I want to just. I want to.
From your perspective, Nemu just
Blew into my neck.
Just like gets up really close in a tender way, and then.
I
Fine, don't worry.
It's like the weirdest raspberry.
I want to, in Celestial, say, I'm getting. The others might want to play these little games to hide, but I know. Oh, what's her name? Shit.
Ellen?
What is the?
Risa?
No, what's her fucking fake name?
Mira.
Mira. I will take back what I said. If you don't know what I'm talking about. Mira. Harlan. Ada. If you don't know what I'm talking about, we leave you alone. Oh shit, wrong camera, wrong person. I was looking at Taiwan for some reason. Maybe I was looking here.
Yeah, because you're talking
You're
to my
talking
neck.
Whoops. That's okay.
Hello?
That's fine.
My neck
I still heard
responds.
you.
Yeah, but
no,
it's dumb because I'm like here. It should be here.
It's fine, yeah. That's cool. Yeah. As Calliope flies over, are you looking through the vision?
Yes.
You see Hannah just kind of like give Calliope just some sketches. He's like, okay, now you go back onto Sebastian, and if that's his name, yeah, you go. Bye.
Where was this?
Maybe like so where you saw her, just pass that down an alleyway. If that's where you directed her.
Guys, I literally know where she is.
Comes back with a number.
Where?
She's in that alleyway. She probably would have moved by now. I'm freaked out.
I suspect there is little we can do at this time.
He's probably just making sure we get to our inn safely. It's fine. Let's all go to our inns.
If we stop her from going back, she can't tell what she hears from us.
Do you believe you can adequately catch what you cannot see?
No, because I can't see it.
Do you think you can catch
I'm
me?
someone who can see her.
No, you hear this in your head, like you literally, as someone says, it's like, do you think you can catch me?
Yeah, I'm ignoring my head. I was replying to
Okay,
someone.
okay.
You are welcome to try, however I am ill-suited to the pursuit.
Does she look like she can move in the shadows?
I'm gonna move away. I'm gonna walk ahead of the group, as far away from the conversation as I can.
Okay. Yeah. So you just like walk to the other side of the planet.
Out of audible range, basically.
Yeah.
What time of day is it at the moment again?
It's
Towards the
reaching evening, yeah.
Okay, so the afternoon shadows are lengthening, and she hides in them.
She can move like Samuel. Do you think that a simulation could have been a prototype for what they're working on now?
She'll escape anyway if we get to her.
Yes.
Aw, that's no fun. Bring your friend back.
Is she still able to hear them?
No, but she saw you walk on.
And she's talking to
Right, I thought she was responding to what they just said.
No. She's talking to you. Yeah.
away.
Bring your friend back.
Oh, I see. Sorry. I didn't actually listen
As
to
we
what
go
you
on,
said.
then, can we locate preferably two inns that are neighbouring each other?
Yeah, easy enough. You find two inns within relative walking distance.
And we need names now.
Oh, okay.
The neighbouring inn.
The two bridges.
The inn too.
No, it's just like two McDonald's, like for franchise inns. Nah.
The in and out.
Yeah.
Are we in the in or the in the out?
Who's out the inn?
In the in, but when in the out.
Yes. In number one, Shattered Axe.
Shattered.
Wait, haven't we been? No, we've been somewhere else. Yep.
The second inn, Full of Fools.
Ooh, okay. So we know which one Taiwan's going in.
What's it called? Full of Fools?
Full of Fools. It's more like a. It's got rooms, but it's more like a chilled, laid back, like. Performers go there, so you fit right in.
Performers like yourself,
Yeah.
Toby.
I don't know, we'll see how his singing voice is going.
As we part, I guess, I'd say, Taiwan, I would suggest you enjoy some of the live music they seem to be playing in there, and preferably as loud as you can.
Yes, I'm doing your voice. Yes, I believe I should. I'll see you guys bright and early tomorrow, I think. I'm gonna go right into this Full of Fools area and grab myself a room. I know where you guys are if you stand at the Shattered Axe. So if you need me, I'll be in here.
Marley also heads into the same town as you.
Very well.
Marley, what you doing?
And I'll just say,
It's been a
I
long
will
day.
see.
I think it's some entertainment.
Oh, so you just want to be in here for the entertainment?
I haven't actually been to one of these before.
Right.
And I
Okay,
figured we'd better go
honestly,
to
I
the
don't
pool.
I don't think this is too much of an issue. Marley, you can stay with me.
Very well. Mind your tongue, though, Marley. I
I'll
hear
keep it in my
things
mouth.
are vicious in these inns at times, and one must keep one's wits about them. Tywin and I will return just before nightfall to check on your condition.
Understood.
Oh no, what's wrong?
Enjoy your evening, at which point I will return to the Shattered Axe.
It's okay, you can tell me what's wrong now.
Hand issues.
Wink. Send him more. Send him more.
As you head into the Shattered Axe, you find rooms without too much of an issue. Everyone just mark off, 3 silver for the rooms. If you're sharing, one of you can pay, or you can.
Marley, you can stay in my room, so.
Oh, thanks.
You just like sleep on the edge of the bed or whatever.
Look, don't pay.
The thought is cute.
Share in a room.
I normally share with Tywin. I sit in the
You're
corner.
being replaced.
I sit in the corner like a goddamn coat rack.
How they hang Mjolnir in one of the corners. Just put a Solomon on the rack. And...
That's my gist. It's about time to go, I guess. Is there anything else we need to do?
Council, you noticed the presents leave your head.
Great.
And do you have a spell slot left to check if they're still there?
I don't.
Okay. In which case...
Just want to test one thing before we wrap up. When Luft and I get up into our room, I immediately close the door and I grab onto her face and I go, "Don't stress," and I wait for her eyes to be both yellow and she blinks. And then in Draconic, I go, "If you can understand me, let me know."
When her eyes are both yellow?
No, so she's blinked, so it's yellow and green.
Okay. You're waiting for Luft to respond?
Just anything in general.
Sorry.
I'm just like, you can.
You're a paladin, right? You got lay on hands.
I do.
Thing about eyes is they tend not to have mouths.
No,
Have trouble communicating.
It turns over and starts speaking.
Oh god. No, because she's done that and Luft is like, I don't understand.
39.
84.
That's the one.
84. Take it or leave it.
93. Final offer.
Not gonna lie.
39, 39, 39, 39, 39, 39, 37, 39, 39. You see Luft's form, as you do this, begin to become almost malleable, like you're holding jelly, and she literally when you've got cornstarch and water, she seeps through your hand fingers, and then reforms back into Luft. Luft, you might just want to make a note somewhere. You can squeeze through spaces of 1 inch or wider.
What? I'm a jelly person?
Detroit becomes
Holy
slime
shit.
girl? What?
I am a slime girl.
You can only do this once per day, though. And you can swap in and out of your forms for an entire minute. Yes, so have fun.
What?
Oh, sick.
you-
I am a slime girl. It is canon.
Yeah, you might want to write down a specific ability though. Yeah. So basically, for a minute, once a day, you can choose to become malleable so that you can fit through spaces of 1 inch or wider.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's so sick. Do you know how cool that could be as a flex?
Oh, yeah. Oh, I can go through doors as well if that's the case.
You don't have to pick at those glass things anymore.
Yay!
But also, when you reform, you will be now pressed up against the glass.
That includes your gear and stuff?
Yes, your gear will transform with you.
Oh, really?
Everything you're wearing, everything you're holding will
shit.
transform with you.
And just as a final one then, can I go back over to the Shattered Axe, which I'm sure there'll be more discussions at, but I think we've got to finish up shortly.
Yeah, once you do this, I've got one last thing to do, but you do that first.
Yeah, and just recast Detect Magic to see if it's still there.
So she can become...
I'm at the Full of Fools, not Shattered Axe.
Thank you.
You said you'd go to Shattered
Yes.
Axe.
You are at
I was at the Shattered Axe, but I'm going to go to Full of Fools.
Have you been drinking Solomon?
Okay.
No, I'm just tired. Does it remain there, the mark?
Yes. The mark's still there.
So we become an upgrade.
Yes, so anything else you want to do?
No.
Okay.
Oh, just ritual.
Luft.
Yes.
As you're toying around with this newfound power, which I assume you'll be making notes like crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Figuring out the full extent of your powers.
Yeah.
Trey would also be taking notes alongside.
Oh, what's happening?
You hear a voice in your head. This is but one of many gifts I can impart upon you. But in exchange, surrender.
No, thank you.
Thanks, but no.
Nope. She says this out loud, by the way. She's like,
Fine.
nope.
No?
That's understandable. But I am not to be blamed for the things to follow them.
I didn't do anything. This
Becomes
is your
permanent
problem.
jelly.
Yeah.
It's my problem. It's not my problem that
What?
you've got to wait like a wonky eye.
What? No, the voice is back.
What voice?
The thing.
And then maybe until you go to sleep, like for the entire, like, I don't know, an hour or so before you like nod off, just in your head, just constantly, just ever, like, growing ever more droning. You just hear first voice.
Okay, yeah, there you go.
Droning.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay. Okay, yeah. Alright, so I should still probably find a deity.
Girl, and it is
It
canon.
is canon.
Yes. Without further ado, unless there is anything else you want to specifically tackle before we wrap up for tonight, let's call that the end of the session there.
Yay!
Well done, ladies and gentlemen. We've had some developments. We've had some fun. We've had some fucking stupid decisions. What's new?
We've had really stupid decisions.
Well, thank you everyone for joining us for another week. Sorry for the month break. Hopefully we're gonna be more often from now on, but we'll see. But if you want to know when exactly we're streaming, the best way to do that is to subscribe to this channel, because that will tell you exactly when we're streaming in your local time, and that's very important. Make sure to also follow us on our social media, which is we got Instagram, we got Facebook, we got Twitter, and we got Tumblr. All of them are Rev DND. So that's the letters DND, Rev DND. We're also affiliated with the Adelaide Games Club, which is a board games club here at the University of Adelaide. We get together in the Hartley building on Wednesdays, Fridays, and sometimes on Sundays. So if you like board games, it's a perfect place to come on down and try out some board games. One such board game that you could try is...
Ah, shit. Cosmic Encounters.
Yeah, that's a great one.
It is a good one. So Cosmic Encounters is a game where you take on the role of some spacefaring civilization and basically spend about an hour backstabbing everyone else at the table.
Ooh, it can go for longer than an hour. I've had a 6-hour game of Cosmic Encounters before.
True. It can last for at least an hour, and it's backstabbing everyone else at the table.
Since Cosmic Encounters is one of my favorite games as well, I've played it a lot of times. I'll also say there's a ton of expansions for Cosmic Encounters, and they all add a lot of good stuff. And there's also an excellent tabletop simulator mod if you own tabletop simulator, an official mod that you can buy. Anyway,
May I quickly ask,
Go.
just really quickly, does anyone remember the specific event that triggered the level up to 4? Does anyone know what the level up 4 came
That was
from?
just after that big battle.
I think
Sewage battle.
Yeah,
the what?
Was it the
it was a sewage battle.
Sewage battle?
Yeah.
Okay, so everyone levels up to level 5 then.
Yay!
We didn't even kill anything.
Wow, get
Yeah,
excited
there
for
was some
next-
diplomacy.
Next session when we're all going to be level 5. So, thanks for joining us.
I was
once again.
asking Olivia, right, and she thought it was the dragon, in which case you wouldn't. But if it's
No,
the
it was
sewage,
definitely not the dragon.
no, but if it was a sewage battle, then everyone levels up to 5. I will double check this, and it might go back.
We
If
might
it is the
unlevel
dragon, you
up.
join level up to level 5.
I'll check on the way home,
Yes.
so I'll let you guys know.
All right. Well, thank you
No,
everyone
'cause
for
I
joining
used
us
my- I can
for
tell you
this
for sure.
session. We can discuss this after. We can discuss this after I stop this. So thank you for joining us for this session.
Have a good day.
And we will see you hopefully next week. But subscribe so that you know exactly what it is. Thank you. Goodbye.